Hello, co-workers! Good evening, everyone! How are we all feeling today? Hi, Medic! Hi, Gum! Hi, Wolfgang! Hello, everyone! You're here. Your paycheck will be full this time. Is it payday for you? Actually, when I think about it, now that I think about it, it should be payday for me too. I gotta keep my eye out on it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's almost payday for me. Oh, the music. Yeah, the music is pretty cool so far. I think it kind of sets the mood for where we're getting into. Hi, Vampire Neko. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We're already here on a Thursday. Only one more day. It's Friday Eve, basically. Which means only one more day of work before the weekend comes. Let's make a joke on your clocking in screen. You think oh, okay. I think I'll get paid tomorrow. Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, buy it for the bi-weekly paychecks. I'm like, that's right. I'm getting paid like I should be getting paid this week. Yeah, if not tomorrow, and then it'll be next week. I work mainly on weekends. Okay, I'm a stereotypical, you know, office 9 to 5 gal, so I just get my bi-weekly salary. That's interesting because when I worked overseas, like in Taiwan, they paid me on a monthly basis. So instead of like a paycheck every 2 weeks, like I usually get, over there, they would give me my paycheck at basically the beginning of the month, which it's kind of nice seeing a big lump sum in your account, but then you have to realize you have to expense that out for the entire month. So I don't know if it made me better or worse at saving up cash, because it just made me realize, I'm like, oh yeah, they only pay me once a month, so then I have to make sure I have enough by the end. But oh man. Oh yeah, guys, I have to tell you. So I don't know if any of you... Yeah, I don't know. I have to tell you guys, but if you guys remember the posts I made on my channel when I got my Glorious Masquerade Azul figure, right? So I got my Glorious Masquerade Azul figure, and then I decided to put him in this glass jar, kind of like in the same jar that you know, the Beast has the rose in for like Beauty and the Beast, that type. And then I decorated with like all these dry flowers. It was nice. And I really liked the way it turned out. So I got this beautiful setup for my Azul figure. He's like in the perfect size to fit in this glass container filled with dry flowers in it that I can embellish it with. Now, so today I am minding my own business, and across my desk I'm seeing little bugs that were crawling across my desk, like the little green bugs, you know, which I think they're called like aphids. The little tiny aphids, which are like little tiny green bugs. So I'm like, okay, no, that's fine. I get bugs here and there because I plant at home, so that's okay. So I look up to look at my figure, and I see something crawling inside of the glass. And then when I inspect a little closer, there's not just one thing crawling, there are several things crawling in there. And they're all very tiny. Some of them are flying in there, and I'm like, what is going on? What, like, did bugs get in my jar with the figure? And so I took a closer look. And yes, there are multiple bugs that are in there. I think they're all aphids, to be honest. They're all tiny little bugs in there, and they are crawling around the glass. They are crawling on the Azul. And yeah, so I was like, how did it get in there? And I realized, okay, when I first set it up, I had all these dried flowers and they were perfectly fine. Now I thought I should add more flowers in it, so I got these flowers. They were like lilies that were orange, so I'm like, oh, orange flowers, perfect for Glorious Masquerade, you know, kind of like the more fiery type colors. So I dried them out, and then I decided to open my jar and put these flowers in. And so I think I did not check those flowers properly, and those flowers had aphids or had eggs in them. So anyways, those eggs are now starting to hatch, and I am getting a very lovely set of tiny bugs crawling all over this glass container now. And when I look closer, they're everywhere. They're everywhere in that jar. They're crawling over like Azul. They're laying eggs on his chair and on him. He is covered in all these bug eggs and the bugs. And I'm like, I have to clean this out. I can't keep them in there. But I'm so paranoid. I'm like, I don't want to open this. It's full of bugs in there. It's full of bugs in there. So I'm like, Azul is just covered in bugs and bug eggs, and I'm like, I don't want to open this, but I can't just leave him like that. So anyways, I think I have to burn Azul now. I have to purge. I definitely cannot keep things. I am not keeping this colony in the container. Yeah, I'm sorry, Azul. I think I have to burn you. It's so gross. I haven't actually cleaned it out yet. It's still sitting on my desk and I can still see them crawling there. I'm like, oh god, it's so gross. This is Jamil's dream. Yeah, his ultimate nightmare. On his lap. Yeah, they're crawling all over the chair, on his lap, against the glass. It's just, I don't want to look anymore. I remember seeing mosquito larvae in your grandma's flower vase. Oh no, in the water. You don't realize it until they hatch, and then by then it's too late. It's a problem. Happening to the nuisance. Bug Azul, you are the father. just hatching all these little eggs there. I was like, there's these tiny white specks on it, so yeah, there's gonna be more coming if I don't purge very soon. Oh, your first pull, you got ADS gaming card. Oh, congrats! Oh, I still got pull for him. Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to. Was busy yesterday and today, but I'm hoping I'll get the chance to pull for his card. Even if I don't really have much to spare for him, to be honest. Mosquitoes deserve to go extinct, honestly. Like, we don't need mosquitoes. Anything that eats mosquitoes can eat other bugs too. We don't deserve mosquitoes don't deserve to live. We just gotta kill all mosquitoes. Gonna be the walking snack every time I step outside. Yeah, that's me. I'm a mosquito magnet. I had a roommate once, and we shared we shared the same room, and in the summer, the mosquitoes were literally like eat me every night. Like they would just come and like leave all these mosquito bites on my hands and legs, and like it drove me insane because I was getting like new mosquito bites every single night. But my roommate, they left her alone. Never went for her. She was mosquito bite free. She slept and went about her day like nothing happened while they were like literally devouring me at night. And I'm like, why don't they go after her? Stop! It was horrible. I hate mosquitoes. I think it varies on blood. Some mosquitoes prefer other kinds. I don't want to be like, geez, I always hope to be someone's type, but not for mosquitoes. No, thank you. I do want to. Oh, not only that, but it's kind of like not only mosquitoes. The same thing with like wasps too. I am a mosquito magnet and I'm a wasp magnet. Okay, wasp also like to hover above me. I'm like, no, please go away. I do not want this. I think bats eat mosquitoes. We'll do American opossums. Yeah, and then frogs too. And spiders, of course. Spiders also eat mosquitoes. Lilia, please protect us all and eat mosquitoes. Kinda nasty, but hey, if it's better for the environment, better for the greater good, just eat all the mosquitoes. Yeah, wasp and mosquitoes are so horrible. Really shitty. Sometimes I'm just like, I want to go outside. I want to go touch grass sometimes, and then the wasps are like, not today. They're devil spawn. Cause bees are nice. Bees are cute. Bees are like, aw, bees are a friend. Bees are good for, you know, the environment. We need bees. Otherwise, you know, plants and flowers would die. Wasp? Wasps can go to hell. They probably do come from hell. Devil spawn, indeed. Yeah, mosquitoes and wasps. Horrible, horrible. Top 10, like, worst bugs ever. But they seem to really like me because they hover around me a lot, and I don't like that. Barely any good to give us. Yeah, even... you know, the other bugs have some use or another, or part of the food cycle, but wasps? Yeah, nah. Yeah, bees are precious little fuzz balls, and you're like, oh, they're so cute. Especially when they roll themselves in, like, pollen. Wasps can control and temper other species, I think. Maybe, but I'm just more like, is there anything a wasp does that, like, some other bug or insect can't do the same thing as them, but are better? In general. But yeah, well, I don't... Wasps are... Ugh. Don't give Beelzebub too much credit with flies. I hate flies. That is like every summer. I love how this is like every summer. Every summer it is mosquitoes and fighting with fruit flies. I do my best. I want to keep a nice fruit basket, you know, because I want to have a lovely display of fresh fruits. I want to be able to walk into my kitchen and see fruit and then remind myself to eat fruit because I see it. I can't do that in the summer because the goddamn fruit flies seem to manage to find themselves in like, every single time. And like I cannot have fruit out because somehow it will get infested with fruit flies, and then I'm fighting fruit flies all summer, like every single year. And it's like they die, but then somehow they just respawn. I had a fly infestation recently. It was horrendous. It was weird that they all came from a sink drain. Yeah. Well, yeah, sink drain. There are a bunch of little nasty things that come from the drain. Thank God those motherfuckers are gone. Yeah, it's so bad because as soon as you see one fruit fly, you're like, oh god, you know there's never just one. The rest are hiding or waiting to hatch somewhere. Never encountered one, but I heard bot flies. I hate how I learned through them. Actually, not familiar with bot flies. I gotta look up what bot flies look like, just to see. I want to check them out. Hi, Phoenix! Hello, cutie. Oh gosh, you. Welcome to the stream. We're just chatting about bugs. Before we haven't even started the game yet. Just a little pre-bug chat. And now we're finally eased on a rat infest. Oh my god. Cockroaches. There's too many infestations. Oh, bot flies. Hold on. These bot flies kind of look like a weird hybrid between bees and like flies. Oh no, they look really gross when like not zoomed in. Oh, they showed me the cute pictures of the bot flies. But then there's like nasty looking ones. Oh, gross. Yeah, okay. Nasty. Yeah, no, the bot flies aren't nice. They're gross. They're like alien things, I swear to god, okay? Ugh. Rather parasitic, if you don't like that, so no, not at all. I do not want those things. I do not want that thing near me at all. This is why it's like, this is why I don't touch grass. It's like, I want to go touch grass, but when I see stuff like this, I'm like, no. I do not want to. I don't want to get near that. I don't want to touch that. That thing's nasty. It's like, there's just so many bugs there. I see horseflies like target, well, horses. Yeah. The flies are the worst. Horrible creatures. Mosquitoes. I don't know, flies are annoying, but I would still put mosquitoes as being more worse than flies in terms of ranking. And bugs insist. I love to take a nap in the grass plains. Yeah, I'm like, it's like I do want to lie down in the grass, but I do not trust the bugs in the grass. There's too many of them. Ants are like whatever. Ants are okay, but then the fire ants, the red ants, those are not okay. So I can't take my chances. Because I can't take my chances, I'm like, yeah, no, I can't sleep in the grass. Who knows what's in there? Who knows what's lurking in it? In any case, yeah, so I have an infestation going on. Yeah, as Azul's chair is infested with bug eggs, I have to somehow purge. But I am too scared to open the jar. So I might have to actually take him outside and then open the jar there and like hose him down or something. I don't know, because I do not want to release anything in my house. I hate bugs. Otherwise I'll go out more. Yeah, that's the thing. Especially when bugs tend to like come over to me. What if you fry them? I don't know how. These bugs are like, the aphids are a little too small for me to fry them. I might just like spray them down with like Lysol spray. Just to see, just to see if it helps. But I also don't want to damage the figure. That's the problem. I don't want, like, I paid a good money for that figure. I don't want to damage it. I've seen a glass jar, then greenhouse effect them. I don't know, because for aphids, like, I don't want to give them more heat, because if I give more heat to them, it might help the eggs hatch more. So like, I want to help them hatch. Maybe I can freeze them. Yeah, but it's not. It's a glass jar, but it doesn't have a clasp on it. So if I accidentally lift, like, because it's got a platform and then the dome kind of sits on top of it. So if I'm not careful, I could actually drop the entire thing, because there is no like latch on this. It's just like a platform and you fit the dome cover on top of it. So it's a little hard, like I can't really put in my freezer, but I'm just gonna have to take him outside, honestly, and just like spray him down from a distance and just hope for the best. Wash him in some hot water or something and hope they all die. I know there's like probably some organic ways of dealing with it, like, you know, spraying them with whatever organic insect killer type, like vinegar or something. But unfortunate pickle you got yourself into. Yeah, it's just like, I want to save. It's like I want to save you, Azul, but I also don't want to unleash God knows what that's contained in there. It is contained for now. I don't want to breach containment. In any case, before we continue on with that combo, we are looking at the Herzbury Curse Knight. So this is actually a short demo of this game. I've been keeping my eye on it because of a few things. So one is apparently it's like an Otome game. I guess there's different routes and possible endings with Otome Element. 2 is an RPG maker type game, and 3 it's a horror game. So I'm like, anything that has like horror and Otome in it, like I am down. So I am very curious in how this game is going to play out. I really enjoy like kind of horror puzzle games, and then if it's got Otome Element, even better. I think the last one that was really good was Tower of Babel, I think it was called, or the what was it? I think I was thinking like Tower of Babel, but I don't think that was exactly what it was called. It had definitely Babel in the 10 Trials of Babel. That's what it was called. It was 10 Trials of Babel, the Doppelganger Maze, and that was really, honestly, probably one of the best Otome games I played. That also had like, you know, puzzle elements to it. I really enjoyed 10 Trials of Babel, so I'm hoping this is kind of like in that realm. At least actually be on Otome. This game couldn't possibly be any more horror than the previous one. Yeah, I think this one actually has some horror elements in it. The game we played on Tuesday was just really unexpected. Is it based off the real story of Babel? Not quite. Like 10 Trials of Babel was just basically about it was like technically a survival game where these different species like humans, like spirits, ghosts, whatever, beastkin, are all in this survival game because I guess some god was like, hey, if you don't want your species to get extinct, you have to make it to the top of the tower. And I think only like 8 out of 10 species can prevent extinction. So you're part of like the human team. You're like representing the humans, and you're trying to get to the top of the tower so that you can guarantee like humanity's survival. Like that's kind of like the basis of it. But it was a really good game. I was really hoping to have like another game of it. And like it did have Otome elements because like you're in a party of all these guys and you can like raise your bond level with them, and you can kind of get like little different endings with them depending on your affection levels. That job session made me forget to try some Tuesday, but how soon we forget. Like if I can't forget, you guys can't forget either. Like any media based off of Babel's interesting concept, like the one Kiko song. I know Kiko, but I actually don't know. I don't know like all of their songs actually. I think only Aishite is like the one that's really well known. And there's this other messed up one from Kiko about like a kid who basically like died and is like telling their parents not to be sad or something. Because it was fun and all of us suffering together. Yeah, I'm sure that game, like, it's set up in a way that I'm like, yeah, you know, it's still not visually bad. Like, you can still kind of enjoy it, but yeah, it was not my cup of tea. Song is called Climb, Advance to the Tower. Oh, okay. I have to check it out, because I haven't really heard the other songs from Kiko. Only know of, like, 2 of them. Babel, Otome. I heard that one. I've played it on stream like a while back. I want to say like a year ago. But yeah, it's called 10 Trials of Babel, Doppelganger Maze. And yeah, because like it's called Doppelganger Maze because there's a mechanic. There's like this aspect in the game where basically if you see your own reflection in this tower, then it creates a doppelganger version of you. That's like, I guess your evil twin kind of thing, something like that. To be honest, I don't remember as much anymore. So sometimes you'll encounter like the doppelganger versions of the characters who are basically like trying to like kill you or kill the original. I'm glad to give you recommendations. I might like Kiko a tad bit too much. Yeah, I'm like, cause it's funny because like yeah, I actually tell you I hear a lot, but then there's like that one other kid that died, the song, and then I may have heard some others before. I just don't recall off the top of my head. I know they had a concert at some point. Oh, that sounds creepy. Good luck never seeing a reflection. Yeah, it's I think the game kind of forces you into certain in a way that like you don't really have to worry about that, but for story purposes it does like occur. There are so many songs in Kiko. Some are tucked away at the corners of the internet world. They need like, yeah, I think it's like I'm sure more and more people are checking out Kiko, but I think like it's hard to have them be more mainstream, I guess, compared to other Vocaloids and Vocaloid producers because of how dark some of the songs are. Oh, I want to start. Okay. I guess blind person will have some advantage. I guess so too, but like you kind of have to fight your way through this tower, so it'd be good to actually be able to see. All right, Herzbury Castle. Let's see what was in store for us in this supposedly short demo tonight. Movement, arrow keys, sprint shift. Oh, okay. I'm so used to the like the WASD keys, so this is gonna be interesting. Space or enter, menu, inventory. It feels so weird to have the inventory menu be that far. No, B is fine. Okay. Let's see if I can figure out these mechanics. Annalie. I think we finally lost them. And Archibald. Archibald reminds me of someone. Oh, Henry! Like Henry from Fire Emblem Awakening. Yeah, I think it's the hair. That reminds me. Are you alright? How's your wound? Annalie, you worry too much. Maybe you just worry too little. Sorry. Let's find a safe place to rest. Archibald. That's what I heard. No. He's got full fluffy. He's Archie. We'll just call him Archie. Archie! Oh, Archie's not good. Doing so good. Hang in there, please. Damn it. I'm fine. Everything's gonna be alright, Annalie. Don't worry. Come, let me help you. Yeah, I think our Archibald's kind of bleak. Oh? Who that? Cat? Cat person? Or as Kiko song. Cotton Candy, Hitogawari, Reincarnation Ascension, Malicious Waltz. Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I don't think I've heard of those ones. I'll have to check it out. Love the visuals of this game already. Yeah, it's yeah, it's got the cute pixel art. Hmm. Hmm. Ooh, the room we're in. I like the little animation. Like the steaming cup of tea and the petals. Where am I? What happened? Archie, where is he? Well, yes we can. Fragrant cup of tea. It's still warm. Oh no. I was going to check out more of the room first. I shouldn't probably go through someone else's stuff. Okay. A mirror covered in dust and fingerprints. Hasn't been cleaned. Here we are without home again. It was only a question of time. And everything will be fine, as long as I can find Archie. I sure hope Mr. and Mrs. Kruger are alright. Archie and I never wanted to cause them trouble. They were such kind people. And a notebook. Pages are blank, aside from a few with little doodles. Bells for books and trinkets. Okay. This bed was actually very comfy. Hey, Archie wasn't on the cover. Let's not get attached. Never know. Oh, save. Yeah. Collection of books. Oh, that's like the... Oh, there's two... Oh, we're on the second floor. Oh, drawers. I don't think I should go through their things. Oh, nonsense. We're an RPG. It's mandatory to go through people's stuff. You never know what you find in there. Every pot is potential for loot. Door's locked. Yeah, you hear something shift on the other side. You may have startled someone or something. Okay. Go downstairs then. Where's that random vampire-coded woman that I already forgot the name? And now this. Vampire-coded woman. I'm like, who's that? Oh, it was the Starlit. Like the lady for Nerissa from Fate's Masquerade. That's not her brother, is it? Archie. I think Archie is actually her brother. I'm pretty. I think he's actually her brother. So the book seems like it's waiting for the return of its reader. I do like the. Yeah, I do like the assets in this game. I think it looks really nice. From Herb and Spice, kitchen sink. Where's all the loot? Door is locked with a 4-digit padlock. A lock? I need the code. I don't know what the code is. 26. The door remains locked. Okay. It was worth a shot. You never know. Picture feels very out of place. What a weird painting. Oh. Oh. Okay. What? These symbols have to mean something. Well, then you can't steal everything now. Yeah, too bad, you know. We can't just loot the whole place. We got triangles. A couple Dorito chips. Some blue squares. I'm sure this all will make sense at some point. I'm sure it'll make sense at some point. Not right now. Oh, the door just hides a tiny toilet room. Okay. I can't get in there because I don't know. So, what's this supposed to mean? Flower? Paw? Bone and sword? Flower, paw, bone, and sword. Okay. Is this a code? Perhaps? To the 4-digit lock? That we have to decipher? Okay. Let's see here. Hold on, let me get my... Like, I definitely need a pen and paper at some point. I feel like I just perform better if writing stuff down. I think it's probably the letters. Probably the number of letters in each word is what I'm thinking. So Flower, that's 6. And then paw is W3. Bone is 4. And SWORD is 5. So 6, 3, 4, 5. Thinking. Flower, paw, bone, sword. Have the letters, yeah, of each word. 4, 4, 2, 1. 6, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, could be one. Yeah, what deal. Unless, yeah, it is like the number of ends. Up to the petals, toes, 2 ends of a bone, and then 1 blade. That is also potentially it. So let's try those. I'll try 6345 first. And if not, we'll try the other one. 6345. The door remains locked. Okay, so it's not 6345, like counting the words. So we are gonna try then. It makes sense for 4 petals. For paws. Or 4 toes. 2 ends of a bow and 1 end of a sword. The door remains locked. Oh. Okay, so that was not it. So 4421 and 6345 actually did not work in this case. This is 4441? I'll come back to that quickly. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything up here. No, okay. Yeah, because that room was locked. There wasn't anything else in there because I checked. There's just a toilet and whatever this painting is. Right. But it's definitely gotta be whatever this code is. So. Like flower. Got a bone? Unless it's Then what could it be? I don't want to overthink it too, because I've over-engineered puzzles all the time. So it's not the number of letters. And it's not the petals. Unless it's like the number of N. 1? Because I'm like, there's only 2 clues in here, and that is the circles and the triangles. Circles, triangles, and squares. Briefly, I don't think there's... At candlelight. I think... Herbs and spices. Like, checking out everything. Nothing of interest here. Utensils. Yeah, because I'm like... Just... Oh, it's like, it's gotta be... Like, it only goes up to 9, right? 1, 2, 3. I'm like, this has to represent something, like number of circles, but then like there's not many. I fold it in half, maybe. Thanks, Wolfgang. I kind of like the difficulty though. After years of yellow paint, you're like, look here, guys. Like, we gotta hold your hand through all the instructions. Well, here it's just like, yeah, here you go. You figure it out. What does flower paw bone sword mean? It can't be the letters of the alphabet, because E and S would be beyond 9 digits. So just like the tough love of throwing one into a pool to learn how to swim. Yeah, I love it. You're like, okay, first question. This is like when I learned how to do coding, and they're like, okay, you go to all the tutorials. You're like, okay, cool. I think I know how to code. I think I know how to you know, solve this like these problems. And then I go on to like elite code or hacker rank question, and it's just like easy level, and they're like, how do you solve this? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. The tutorials didn't teach me. didn't tell me how to solve this. I'm gonna try 9579 maybe. Yeah, 9. No, it's locked. Holding was horrendous. I found at one point learning Python a long time ago. They womp. I studied computer programming. I did 2 years of it, and then I was a software developer for a very brief time. I was a software tester first, and then I became a software developer, and but I was only one for a very short time before before the layoffs. Before, you know, the underworld department was like, we're doing budget cuts now. We've another firm has acquired us, so your health services are no longer required. How many numbers are in the lock? 4? Yeah, it's a 4-digit code. It only goes between 0 and 9. So 0 and 9 is what we have. So I'm just thinking. It says basically aligns to the paper with the symbols. I'm like 4 symbols, 4 codes. Seems like it would make sense. Abstract must contribute to something, but not too sure. Yeah, I don't know if it's like if it maybe comes with a different puzzle or if they overlap with the same puzzle. Like, Cause I'm like, do any of these shapes look like numbers? I mean, you have 3 or something. Yeah. I think we should explore a bit more. The funny thing is, there actually isn't much else to explore. I think I explored like I had to get through this door, but aside from this painting here. Oh! God damn it! You're like, oh, why didn't this come up before? I've read this book. I already examined this book, and it's like, oh, this book is waiting for its reader to come back. I'm like, okay, and here it is, being like, oh, what? Swords and diamonds go together? You're giving me secrets now? Sword and diamond, yeah, it's just silver and cater, you know. Silver and cater? Silver equals cater? What does it mean? 4 sides. That could be it. Yeah. Is that what it is? Like we were just it is just that's the only clue they give us for. So it's just diamond? Diamond is equal to sword? Okay. Huh. Okay. Oh, that's the only clue. Can I look at more? Yeah, that's it. A sword and a diamond. Oh my god, sword goes diamond. Okay. How about we try we're gonna try, what is it? It was flower, right? Flower, paw. Because it was, we tried the letters of the words, didn't really work, and then counted the stuff. What was it? It was 9574. Four? No, that's not it. Oops. So the sword is a 4. Make the flower a 6. 4, 6, 7. Are we trying to see the shapes there? Like 6 petals? 0? Is 0 an option? Yeah, 0 is an option actually. Diamond is 7 letters. That's the pause 0. Yeah, because I'm like, okay. Are we looking for count shapes? Count lines? Can't be it. Unless I have to like squint and be like, symbol. Like, I'm like, why is a sword equals a diamond? I guess. Is a question. I'm like, the first puzzle cannot be this hard. I was like, I feel like I'm probably overthinking this. Just alright. Am I just missing other notes? Like, there's no way. That one had a bookmark. Yeah, let's... That tiny toilet room. Upstairs. I'm like, there's no way it is this difficult. Oh my god. Am I just not... I'm just... Okay. Ah, okay. Oh my god, okay. Jeez. Hurting myself. Hurting my head over engineering things. Okay, oh my god. That's not on us. We try to use our brains. Yeah, we try to be clever here. Meanwhile, they're like, actually, sword equals diamond. And paw equals triangle. No way! Come on. This is also my problem when I go to escape rooms, because I actually am fairly decent at solving puzzles, I'd say. But the only thing is, a lot of times in escape rooms, I tend to not, I tend to miss things because I don't investigate enough. I don't, like, flip over things enough and check them out. Okay, there. Well, I have to rummage through more stuff, I guess. Okay, so we found something there. Okay, there we go. Flower equals circle. Puzzles could be anything, man. It's either too much or too little. Yeah, I just overthink. I'm an overthinker. Flowers are circles. I think we have to compare it. We basically just have to compare it with the painting. So we do actually need to use both things together. I love Annalie's like, if you didn't keep me locked up here, I wouldn't be running through your things. There we go, guys, the last clue. I think we have to count. I think we have to count the shapes, you guys. So... remember, it's flower, paw, bone, and sword. So flower's got circles. I think we have to count how many circles are in here. So just in case, I'm just gonna count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's like 8 circles, looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many triangles? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I hope they don't like, oh no, it's only big triangles, not small triangles. Because I'm like, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles. I can count. I passed kindergarten. Yeah, and then squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is not a square, is it? I wouldn't consider this. This is a rectangle. This is not a square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is like 8 squares. I don't count this as a square. Oh yeah. And then swords. Looks like there's 2 triangles. 2 triangles. Also, diamond, the circle still counts 1. Yeah, hopefully not. I feel like this should be correct. It should be 8, 6, 8, 2. Because I don't count this as a... I mean, this could be 9. But this is not a square to me. But it might be. So, I'll count it just in case. But otherwise... 8, 6, 9, 2. Yes! Ah! The log opens! Yeah, we did it! That was my bad. I just did not explore the house enough. I was like, oh, we already explored everything. I don't need to go back. But apparently not. I needed to actually rummage through things. Finally, time to get out of here. See flowers? Let me look through your stuff. Dusty crates. More supplies. Bunch of empty plant pots. Bunch of barrels. Oh, there's nothing in this room. Okay. Can I get the rope? No? Okay. One war ends and thus begins another. We'll make it through. Oh hey! Got out of the house. Nice. Or can we go back in? We also go back in the house. Oh, there's 2 ways. No, I'm gonna go the other way first and see. Okay. Forest. Nice trees. There's a lot of butterflies here. What was that? Screen just shook. I do not want to know what that is. Weather stool. Like, what's that? Must have been a win. Let's keep going. This must be the main gate. It's closed. I need to find another way in. Of course. Massive gate is too heavy to lift. Of course. Wouldn't be that easy. We wouldn't be able to just punch through the gates. Oh hey, more stuff to loot. A collection of abandoned goods. You're pretty sure most of it has rotted away by now. I wonder why all this stuff is here. Did someone just abandon all this? Is there anything we can actually take? Not even a bread? Been out here for a while. Not a single bread or cheese to be had. Oh man, another closed gate? Of course. You try to lift the gate but it won't budge. Seems like I need another way. Okay. In here, I guess. Guess going this way was a dead end. I can't get through the gates. And I can't loot anything. We're gonna starve. If only we had a singular baguette. Yes. That's all we need. One baguette. For subsistence. Sustenance. Alright, well, we couldn't get through there. Maybe we go the other way. We'll go this way down. It's awfully dark here. Very dark. Hey, this looks like the place we just came out of. The gate is way too heavy to lift on your own. Of course. Of course. Guess we just have to head back? Or where else am I supposed to go? Where else am I supposed to go? I'm trapped from either side. There's a secret path? There's a secret path I'm unaware of. There's nothing there. Let's go back. That'd be something. I'm just like running back and forth at this point. It's too heavy. How am I supposed to leave? I guess I just have to go back inside the house. There doesn't seem any other pathway here. Unless, like, again, I'm not inspecting everything properly. Anything in here? Anyone in here? Hello? I thought there was something behind the door, no? Inventory? I don't have anything in my bag. I have nothing in my bag. There's nothing in my inventory. But how am I supposed to go anywhere? Oh. I'd be worried about our brother in this scenario. We've been separated for a while now, yeah. Especially when he was bleeding. He was not in good condition. I'd be like freaking out. Where could he have gone? Why wasn't he in the house with us? I feel like I gotta find like a tool, right? Maybe I have to go back and actually find a tool. Maybe if I go back, I can get a tool. Can I? Gardening supplies? Dusty crates? No, anything that can help us? Okay. Unless Archie betrayed us. Oh, I hope not. Like, I can't see any other pathway. Like, it's down here. I wander? Not hard from this angle to see if there's any other pathway. Ooh, okay. Okay, it was just too dark for me to see, but I think I could climb these. Okay, girl. But what about Archie? We could climb the vines or we could stay. But like... we couldn't find Archie. I don't know where he is. I want to find Archie. I couldn't find him. I'm supposed to be stay? But if we stay, like... is he actually here? Like, I don't think he's anywhere. How about Archie? The game will say, because otherwise we won't progress. Yeah, I'm like, girl, if I knew where Archie was, I'd be running, yeah. Good. I don't know where Archie is. We'll do one more round here, but if I don't see him anywhere here, I'm climbing those vines, because I don't think we can get anywhere else. Because those gates, too hard to climb. There's... Oh. Fine? Fine? No, I can't climb these. Fine? Yeah, I can't get through those gates. Okay. So... yeah, I guess we got no choice. They're forcing us to leave our brother behind because the story won't progress otherwise. I'm sorry, Archie, we must leave you be. Oh, still safe though. Like, you better not be in an area that I can't see you. We're gonna need your help. Goodbye, Archie. We climb in those vines. We made it through the other side. I'm sorry. I have to leave you behind, brother. You abandoned your brother to find your luck elsewhere, but your nightmares never let you forget about him. Is this a bad end? What? No way! No way that automatically gives you a bad ending. That is... You gotta be kidding me. No, no, okay. What? What? That cannot be it. That cannot be it. I definitely just can't... Where was I supposed to find him? You're like, oh, you abandoned your brother. Goodbye. Well, at least tell me where I'm supposed to find him. I don't need hand-holding, but some of these spots are really hard to see. Unless that was a demo, can you imagine? Like, thanks for playing, you guys. You abandoned your brother, you ungrateful heathen. Goodbye forever. Climbing up some vines could work, but these are too far out of reach. Okay. How about these ones? I bet I could climb these. How come you didn't climb them earlier? I inspected these earlier. Okay. You stretch up as far as you can physically can, but they're just barely out of reach. I think I need to find something to step on. You know, like the footstool we keep passing by. I swear to God, I like expecting everything in this game, yet they did not give me this option the first time. I swear. I gotta push the keyboard keys harder or something, I guess. I wonder if it end like Am I Nima? Oh, where you have no choice but to like get a supposed bad ending. Yes, added stool to my inventory. First, my very short height. I feel that. I was like, if only I was just a little taller. If only I could just grow a couple more inches. Cool. Huh, this should work. Possibly cannot talk. I'm unfortunately leaning to the shorter side. Yeah, I'm not too tall either on my end, so I feel this. It reminds me of a game called Witch's House. Oh yeah! I remember I watched gameplay of Witch's House before. There's Ib and like Witch's House, which were fun to watch. I did try to actually play Witch's House at one point, but I was really bad at it. I was so bad at it. I'm really bad at running in horror games. Like, I'm really bad at running away from the monsters. Like, don't bet on me if I'm ever in a horror movie, you guys, because I probably honestly I don't think I'd ever like be the last person standing in a horror game or movie. I'll probably be one of the first to die, actually. Archie would be so proud. There's many witch games that resemble this game, it appears. Commonality, you know? What was that? Look at these statues down there. No pigeons. Hello. I'd probably die from mid-action. I think I would honestly, like... It'd be like during a vital moment, I'll end up like tripping over my own feet and falling or something. Or like... I probably like touch something I'm not supposed to and just die. Door is locked. Why do you have to be locked? Me in every horror game either. Ever. Whatever, I either need to open it or find another way. I wonder if I could climb this. Go girl. Use your monkey climbing skills. These vines seem pretty strong. Up I go. At least you can climb and stuff. I feel like I probably wouldn't be able to myself. Seems like I get down for him from here. I think I can make it. Oh wow, we made it inside, I guess. This is a climbing RPG. Yeah, we just go to climb, make it to the top, try to get in. That reminds me of a video of a man yelling, "What? Why are you closed?" What the? Is someone talking? Who there? Who are you? Oh, mother. Hello? Oh, how my empty heart misses you. You a demon? Are you a demon? There's someone down there. Maybe he knows where Archie is. Or we could just go like, bye! Oh, there's a ladder there, okay. He was yelling at locked doors to a mall in Canada. Oh, did they close those doors because of program? Protest. Countless canvases. Some empty, others halfway abandoned. Easel holding up a painting with red splatters. Ooh, more storage. Spacious, almost complete empty closet. You could probably fit in there. Reminds you of your childhood days and playing hide and seek with Archie and your friends. Plenty of storage crates. Yes, indeed, lots of storage. Can't make out what the original painting is. It's covered in red. Portrait of a man dressed in royal attire, but someone splashed his face with red paint. Okay, lovely. Well, I'm just gonna keep inspecting this area. Just other piece of paper. Started. I just want to look around, you know. I want to make sure I don't miss out any clues. The painter seems to be in a good mental headscape. Like they said, you can't spell painter without pain. Elegant looking woman dancing through fields of purple flowers. Purple petals. Got red moon. Pale woman surrounded by floating petals. I think the purple petals and flowers are becoming a common theme. Irene's Queen Mother, maybe? Queen Mother? Someone vandalized it with red paint, though. King Har something? King and... There's a queen and king. Empty easel. What's... Guard a tattered piece of paper. You could probably fit in there. Yes, thank you for letting me know I could fit in closets. That's not concerning to me at all. Alright, I guess I just go downstairs. Hello? These appear to be treasured mementos of someone. Mementos. A pretty spacious and almost completely empty closet. Yeah, a lot of closets in here. A lot of purple flowers too, and purple roses. Man, even more purple roses. More tattered pieces of paper. A fallen down painting. I'm sure this is gonna be like clues that I have to like pick out. Most of these paintings are of the same woman. Oh yeah, look, it's this purple lady. Guys, look at all the purple lady in here. Lady wearing tiara. Image of a queen. Someone truly loved collecting art of this woman. Fair-haired beauty dancing through a field of purple flowers at night. The plague, I think it's meant to say plaque, but it's the plague, reads, "The beauty of Ma." The rest is hard to make out. Beautiful fair-haired lady in a sumptuous dress. Its plaque reads, "My lady." I wonder if she is. She must have been very important to someone. During the my lady thing, you know. Adoration. I'll go maybe for down here. Oh. Yeah, hey, where'd he go? He's gone. Too bad. Maybe there's someone else around. Oh, her head's not on the bus anymore. Blanket rests on the sofa. Has someone been sleeping here? Well, someone really likes this lady and these purple flowers. I can't go this way. Oh! Suddenly, a shadow towers in front of you, blocking the light from flooding in through the open door. Oh my, what do we have here? Oh, I'm pretty damn sure you're not supposed to be here. Oh, it's the guy, the dude. Pardon me. I didn't mean to intrude. I'm looking for my brother. Have you seen him by chance? Did he just lock the door? He reaches for you and gently lifts a strand of hair from your shoulder. Huh? It seems as if Mother has at least sent me something to entertain myself. What are you talking about? Run, my sweet prey. Run. No! How about no run? How about not run? I know good at run. I don't know. Where do I go? Oh shit! He's fast. Shit. Where's the closet? We saw so many closets. Where are they? Yeah, I'm hiding in there. Bye! I'm just gonna hide in here now, thank you! Watch him find me in here. Distract him, I ruined the mother's painting or something. Like an alien. Isolation, maybe. I don't know what my objective is. I'm just hiding here. I'm like, nope. I'm gonna chill in here. Bye. I feel like I probably have to get out the door. I don't know where he is. What if he catches me? He could be outside. He could be anywhere. Okay, what happens if I get out and go back in? Nope. As he comes back. If he comes back though. God. He gone. I'm gonna hide in here again. Nope. 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 Stupid guy. And his stupid butt. Rough looking piece of paper. Okay, I don't know what that means. No, it's locked. Magic? A female voice forcefully makes its way into your head. Speak her name. I want to hear her name once more. I don't know her name. Oh no, I don't know her name. Mother? Is it Mother? No, that's too many letters. Ah, what's her name? She starts with M something, you know, M. Is it Annalie? I hope it's not like the actual lady. Wait. I want to go backspace. Delete backspace. Yeah, I want to delete. I want to go backspace. No. Go back. This is a perfect first date. Oh god. It's not. No, wine and dine first. Is it our name? I don't think so. There's not enough characters. Yeah, we're missing. No, 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 no. Bartholomew, Wolfgang. No. Mildred, Margaret. No, no, no. It starts with an M for sure, but I don't know. Damn. I need to find the answer. Maybe I should look around a bit more. Just be careful. Because he's still fucking around. I'm so paranoid. Oh wait, wait, wait. Oh look, a rough looking piece of paper. What am I supposed to do with this? Oh, I gotta collect the pieces of paper, okay. Be like, hey buddy, can you tell me what your mom's name is? I just want to know. No? Nope. Into the closet I go. You can't get me! This is Kaylee misspelled. Kaylee, oh my god. Stupid guy. I just want to pick up pieces of paper and he's stopping me from doing so. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just gotta keep picking up paper. The paper. Well, okay, I need at least... There's at least one more that I'm missing. Can I go upstairs? Go up the ladder? No, okay. Oh, 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 there it is. Okay, I have the piece of paper. Where am I supposed to put it? If I'm supposed to put it on something. I actually don't know where to put it on though. Oh, the beige mom? Yeah, the mother don't like all the furniture and kids to it be like some beige, like modernist type art. It's called Soul Suckers. Where it's like no whimsy or joy. My child will be on a steady diet of beige colors and monochrome. Can I do this? Queen M... what? Mother? Queen Mother? Queen M? where am I supposed to, I don't know where to put it. What to put it on. What to put on. I don't know actually where I'm supposed to go. I've inspected a lot of things, but I have all the pieces of paper. I just need to figure out where it actually goes. It's always this room. I'm like, no, I know you're coming out with me. Leave. Hate modern aesthetics, no color at all. Yeah, it's just like when you get like the very minimalist type. My name is just Meb. Queen Meb was a figure. Yeah, it's like M-E, actually Queen Maeve, I guess its pronunciation was like M-E-B-H or something. But no, I had more characters than that. Oh, there is something here. I never knew he would truly understand you. I knew he would never truly understand you, never love you half as much as I do. Yet your heart desired nothing but him. Every sacrifice you made to be worthy of his love made me despise him more. Nevertheless, I follow my duty. I submit to my loyalty. Maybe I'm just as foolish as you, my beloved. Oh. Got some yearning right there. That's a real yearning. Oh. LTDIMHA? Okay, I gotta write this down. Matilda? That makes sense. M-A-E-H. Is it Matilda? Hold on. I have to make sure all the letters are here. L-T-D-I-M-H-A. L-T-D-I-M-H-A-A. M-A-I-L-D. Yeah, isn't it Matilda? Matilda? I don't know the H though. The H is not what gets me. It would have been Matilda, but I buy a house that still has 70s aesthetics, even the see-through walls. Oh yeah, get something. Just having colors is really nice. Even just having, you know, like the greens and oranges home. Matilda. Oh, actually, that makes sense. Math Tilda. Spelled Math Tilda. Maybe Math Tilda. Dusty mirror. Empty canvas. lots of art supplies everywhere. Yeah. Checking this closet. Inspecting it. Alright. See. That bastard, I know he's here. Also, I'm influenced by a charming old house. I completely modernize it. Oh no, when they like take all of like the personality of the house. Oh wait, houses built back there are more creative. Yeah, and it was like nice to have, you know, some like funky furniture and colors, you know. But everything seems more sterile, you know. Speak her name. Okay, it's better be freaking Matilda. Matilda. Wait, is it not? Wait, I'm spelling this correctly, am I? Matilda. I'm like, no, wait, it's... Unless it's not Matilda, it's Matilda, but wait, but there's an H in there. Oh wait, there's two T's. Oh my god. Wait, I just had too many T's in it. I'm sorry guys. I apparently do not know how to spell Matilda. God. Okay, it's not Matilda, it's Matilda. This has to be correct. There's no other name it could be. You speak the word, but nothing happens. Shit. I need to find the answer. No! What do you mean it's not Matilda? That's literally... M-A-H-E-I-L-D... Yeah, it has to be Matilda. What do you mean it's not? Worcester sauce? Worcestershire? Worcester? What do you mean this is not the answer? Yes, look well. You can't be serious. What could her name be? If not Matilda? I don't know. It has to be Matilda. This is BS. This is BS. Queen. Are you? It's actually Matilda. Are you freaking kidding me? M-A-T-H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 5. Cursed name for a cursed soul. Math? It's gotta be math. Watch it not be math. Or I'm just really bad at anagrams, you guys. L-T-D-I-M-H-A. A. M A E H I E A. Math tilde. Okay, what? Headcanon's Demon's nut job. Mother as an influencer. She was queen. Okay, if it's not math tilde, then it would have to be Myth? Mythalda? Mythalda, maybe? There are 2 A's and not 1 E, right? Yeah, it's like, I'm pretty sure it was like LTDIMHAA. There was like 2 A's in it. So it's either math tilde or Mythalda. That's the only way I can think of. I'd like to buy a vowel, please. Mathild? It could be. We don't have an E, so it wouldn't be Mathild. Mathalda. That's too many A's. So it's either, I feel like it's Mathilda or Mythalda. All we know it starts with M-A or M-I-T-H. Let's say it's M-I-T-H. I gotta come up with different Mathalda. Yeah, I gotta come up with different ones. So I feel like it has to have at least 1 A or an I in there. T-H. Or Mythdala? If it could also be Mythdala. It's not Matilda, so it's either Math tilde, Mythalda, Mythdala, or Math M-A Math H Mathdol? Mathdol will be a very unfortunate name. Mythalda, yeah, that's, I'm like, it's either like Mythala, Mythalda, or Mathdol. Mathdol or something. It has to be one of those. Thalda, yeah. I'm just gonna assume. Alright, time to find a closet. Oh shit. I was like, wait, what room is he coming in? I don't know. It's gotta be one of the 3 names. If it's Mathol, it'll be the really stupid name. Alright, let's see if it's Mathilda. Matilda, it was not. So let's see if it's Mathilda. Mathilda. ATH. Are you serious? Her name is stupidly Mathilda? Matilda makes more sense. But no, she has to be named Mathilda. Time to get out of here. So I literally just mixed. I literally just had to switch the T and H. I know Matilda makes more sense than Mathilda. Whatever, she's called Mathilda. Time to get out here. Whew, glad that's over. Him and his stupid mother, I assume, called Math Tilda. Let's hope he just doesn't follow me. This guy. His horns and the claw for an arm. Could be a curse. Not my problem. Is that a real skeleton? I wonder what happened here. A weather wooden post. Someone got, like, executed here. Yeah. That looks like an execution. Oh look! That one was on the spike! Or a pike. Weather wooden post. Let's check out these statues. Oh, I can't even inspect them? Okay. I was gonna say it, but Annalie. Names are a mixed basket. As the... Yeah, but she's called like Annalie or Annalie, I guess. Which I think it's actually more of a normal name than Math Tilda. The name of Matthew? Is that Matthew? Imagine. Just the Math family. We're very interested. We're very invested in the mathematics and statistics. Oh! Yay! Yay! I did not read what I just said. Something flashed on my screen, but I couldn't read it. I don't know what it was. Archie? Archie! I'm so glad. I'm so worried. Archie? You must be Annalie. Sorry, dear. Your brother doesn't have time for you right now. Please don't be a bother. Who are you? Sorry, Annalie. What? Demo end, thank you. No! Archie! Oh, we just got out of the castle! And then he puts us right back into it. I assume we're just gonna end up back in the basement of the castle there. Archibald. Yeah, his name is Archibald. Did we just sign over our brother to their mother? Yeah, I'm like, is he possessed? Did we just say her name and now she's like possessing our brother? Bald. Yeah. Archibald feels like an older name. Wait, where's the second love interest? Yeah, so it's a demo. Actually, the demo was actually supposed to be shorter, but it took me longer because I was like, puzzle. What? Yeah, I'm sad. We didn't get to meet the other guy. I was like, where's the other guy? I assume he's gotta be like, yeah, our secondary like love interest or something. I feel like he probably was the cat guy in the very beginning that we saw, but like we didn't really see him. We just got a glimpse of him. And then like, yeah, we didn't get to see him in here. So yeah, it was a good demo though. It was good. I mean, it was a kind of good introduction and definitely trying to figure out puzzles. It's like a lot of brain farts happening in between there. And another name puzzle was bold. I feel like he did it on purpose. They're like, nah, we can't use like a typical name, you know. She can't be, you know, Matilda. She's Math Tilda. We gotta switch it up. I feel like if it, well, at least I had other alternatives. Like it was either Matilda, Math Tilda, Mithalda, or Misthala. So I feel like any of the other names, Mithalda or Misthala, would probably be even more BS. So we just managed to guess Math Tilda. Mathilda, unless maybe that's how it used to be spelled. The others took just as long. They definitely need to tweak the mother's name, yeah. And more curiosity wants to know what happens. That guy catches us. Oh, okay, yeah, sure. You know what? I do have save files. So yeah, let me look back in here. So we can actually just... Aha! Are you gonna get me? Ooh, you're gonna get me! Ooh, you're gonna get me! We playing! We playing! Hee. You can't catch me! I was like, we're frolicking through the flowers. Let's frolic in the flowers in front of your mother. Haha! Aha! There we go. Huh? Suddenly you're pinned against the wall. Ooh, okay, a cabedon. He's so close. You can feel his excited breaths brushing against your skin. Heavy breathing, okay, well then. Seems I've caught you, my dearest prey. He takes a deep breath, only to come a little closer for another one, inhaling your scent. Intoxicating, whoa. I am heartbroken that it ends this way. Our shared time was fleeting but precious. Ow! Where are you stabbing me? You died. Sorry guys, you got way too excited. No. Went in for a low hickey, but you know, tore off the entire head or something. I don't know where he even stabbed. I'm like, did he put his claw through us? Like, did he tear our heart out? Did he bite us to death? Like... No, this is not... This is how... This is how the first date ends. We were just frolicking to all the flowers earlier. This being the only Otome content so far is diabolical. Yeah, I guess we just gotta leave it to our imagination. It's just like, oh, don't worry. He just like, he just took a little bite. Cause we're just such a snack. He just wanted a little taste. We're just having a little fun, just messing around. Yeah, I hope this doesn't turn out like that one Vampire Otome. Oh, no, yes. It's Diabolic Lovers, which I like to call it as Diabolic Wife Beaters. Because someone, I read someone's review of Diabolical Lovers once, but they're like one of the few people that actually like ripped through Diabolic Lovers, and they're like, in this segment of Diabolic Wife Beaters, we are gonna experience like all of these really abusive assholes abusing the MC. So I'm like, yeah, it's cemented in my head now. It's just gonna call like Diabolical Wife Beaters. I wonder if that review still exists. It was really funny to read. I gotta read it. Okay, yes, this review still exists, guys. So it's from it's reviewed by 4Shiki, and they were reviewing the PSP version of it. So this was like more than 10 years ago. But it was really funny. I remember reading the review then. So you guys want a little like or laughs, just read the Otome game review, Diabolic Wife Beaters. Isn't there a whole anime like that too, while the vampires were all after MC blood? Yeah, it's probably the same one, to be honest. Diabolic dirtbags. Yeah, that works too. Diabolical, whatever, diabolic dirtbags. I forget. I think it had 2 seasons actually. There was like 2 seasons of the anime. Even others say the anime is the worst. I feel like it's a guilty pleasure for some people. Like it's really bad. Like like the anime. I think like it's a little dated, right? Because this was more than a decade ago. But I feel like you either like it or you hate it. It's kind of funny, but it is also pretty bad at the same time. I recall there's only one anime who was chill in that. Yeah, it's I don't know. There's like one. There's the one that always like sleeps in the bathtub in his clothes or something. I don't remember. We got 2 seasons of it, and it was I was actually I played a drinking game with my friends when we first watched this anime because we knew it was going to be bad. So we decided to like take a drink every time like the MC got called bitch chan or like other stuff like that, and like we didn't even make it through like 2 episodes. We like finished our drink by episode 2, so we didn't get very far with it. That's as far as I got in the anime. Because we were like, no, we can't. We're not drinking anymore. This is actually really bad. This probably fancies the dark romance. Yeah, if you like dark romance, but they are pretty abusive to me. What's the name of that user again? Oh, for the review, it's called 4Shiki. So 4 and then SHIKI, and they have it on the like a WordPress website. Oh, it's like Otome game review, diabolic wife beaters. That's what I'm reading. I'll never understand dark romance. I get dark romance, and there can be good dark romance or like, you know, guilty pleasure dark romance, but like for me, this wasn't it. It wasn't it for me. One vampire in both game and anime before so fun. I just remember she just called. All I remember from this anime was bitch. What that one vampire calling her bitch chan like throughout the entire like thing, and then he throws her into a pool. But the thing is that he picks her up, throws her in her pool, but it turns out she can't swim, so she's drowning in this pool, and then he ends up having to like jump in to save her, even though he was the one that threw her in it. And she's like, I can't swim. And he's just standing there at the poolside, thinking like she's just like wherever messing around. But it's like, no, the girl really can't swim. She's drowning. I just enjoy blatantly toxic stuff that isn't romanticized. Okay, it's not YouTube. I tried looking it up here, but instead I got reviews for the anime. No, it's a WordPress. Like it was a blog review, so just like Google it and you'll find it, because it wasn't on YouTube. It was like someone's like WordPress blog. If it's portrayed and showing us something bad, and as it is truly, then I'm up for it. There is different levels of something being bad. I find there is the so bad it's funny, which I actually don't mind, where I'm like, oh my god, this series is so like horribly written that becomes comedic. Like that's actually kind of fun to watch or read with your friends, because you're just like ripping into it. But then there's like when it tries to be serious and it's really bad, then it's you're just like, oh my god, it gets like really hard to sit through. Yeah, was there even one likable guy? Yeah, it was, no. I feel like the answer is no. They were either, like, complete bystanders or were just straight up assholes. Even the river teddy bear kid was, like, an asshat. Well, like, Darman and Minecraft movie. What? Oh, was the Minecraft movie bad? I actually didn't go see it. I thought people liked it. I actually don't even know. I didn't even know if the Minecraft movie was good or not. There's something for everyone, I swear. I see people ship 2 characters who can't hate each other and want the other dead. for them as enemies to lovers. I feel like that happens in every single fandom. It doesn't even matter whether it's a shonen series, shoujo series, like Josei Muke game. There is always an enemies to lovers like ship in there. So it's like I feel like that is almost like every single fandom. There is gonna be some like, especially the more the characters hate each other, then it's like, oh yeah, like we want to ship them together. Okay, to be honest, I'm gonna call myself out here. Okay, back in the day, way back, when Koa was younger and more impressionable, I did have like a BL phase. Like I was enjoying like BL and like content. Because at the time, shoujo content was like really bad, and I was not enjoying all the localized shoujo that was coming in. So I was like, I need something new, something different. And at the time, that was like BL, because I was like, oh, no one's like, okay, this is before, not to date myself, but this is before the internet, like, you know, exploded, right? This is like the age of like MySpace and LiveJournal. Like this is before AO3 was even around. Okay, there was like fanfiction.net. This was like, so it was like back in the day where I felt there was like a lot of toxic shoujo around, and I was like, I don't like all this toxic shoujo. I hate all the male leads. I don't like any of these male leads here. I want to read something different. And what's better than looking at one ikemen? Looking at two ikemens. That was my logic. So I started getting into like reading BL, and I was like, oh, this is something different. This is, you know, finally, you know, I'm like go and like consume all this content. And I was also reading a course like BL fanfics, and one of my first BL ships ever was like Shizaya, like Izaya and Shizuo from Durarara. Like that was my gateway into like enemies to lovers, like hashtag. I was like reading Zoe Shizaya fics and getting like really invested in them. Cause I guess at the time I was like, what do you mean people write fics of Shizaya, like Shizaya? But don't they hate each other? Like, how does this work if they always fight in the anime? So I got really curious because I was like, how are they a couple if they always fight? And then I started reading fics, and I was like, ooh, okay, this is kind of interesting. You know, they're like kind of rewriting the characters to fit their ship or whatever, and then I kind of got invested. I was like, yeah, I was invested in that pairing for a time being before I like grab it. I remember those two. Yeah, Dubrarar was a ride. Yeah, I remember. It was just like, I think if I were to read those fanfics back, like that I read back then, it would be actually so cringe. But back then I was like, oh my god, this is so amazing. I love reading this. I am so emotionally moved. So that was the first enemies to lovers BL pairing. You remember the LX like, oh my god. Yes, again, quintessential like enemies to lover hate pairing. It LX Light was like so much LX Light, like just that was like a huge thing, right? No one's gonna ship Light with Misa. No one cares about like Light X Misa. No, it's all about LX Light, Light XL, you know. Enemies to lovers being overrated, but for good reason, for sure. I think we have a penchant for liking there to be a strong relationship. I mean, come on! Sasunaru! To this day, there is still Sasunaru fics being written. People still ship Sasunaru. To be honest, the actual manga itself does not really help. Like, it only fuels the ship more. Because, let's be honest here, like, the women and the relationships in Naruto aren't really that well written, okay? Like, there's no deep fleshed out relationships in there. But Sasunaru, oh yeah, that is a lot. It's like it was unintentional, but they made like they gave so much weight to Sasunaru even then. So I'm like, you still see LX Light a lot today, yeah. Those pairings still exist, you know, like yeah, like Sasunaru, LX Light. No, I don't know how Shizaya is doing these days, but maybe that's also still around. But you know, some pairings just never die. Hello, I'm back. Hi, Miku lover, welcome. So we actually finished the demo for the game we were playing today, The Curse of Herzbury, and then we just like experimented and see what happens if we were to like die in the game. And now we're just talking about like toxic relationships in anime and manga and games. And then yeah, going into like yeah, Sasunaru just living on. I don't watch this anime at all, but they can't escape fan art of a pair called Jonka. I'm just like, I don't know you. I don't know Jonka. Yeah, there's so many pairings nowadays. I see the show Star versus the Forces of Evil. Two main characters' relationship was eh. The fan prefer the girl's ex to be shipped with the main guy instead. You know what? There are times where you're like, this relationship is so bad, like this canon relationship is so bad that I need to rewrite it. But it's just really funny how some pairings just continue to live on, like just forever. Because of the enemies to lovers they had with what I saw, definitely felt were better. Probably because the two main characters have bad writing. Yeah, it's like, you know, when they're like, okay, we need to fix this. So it's like we need to fix this. Then they like put their own headcanons in. I'm like, even in Twist, you know, there's quite like a fair bit of like BL pairings happening in Twist, as to be expected, because I mean any series with a bunch of guys in it, it's going to have pairings. And so like people ship what, like Vil and Leona of each other all the time, even though they don't really like each other. It's they're not really enemies, but still along the veins of enemies to lovers thing. So I do see a lot of that pairing around. Friends grew just like Star and Marco end up having more chemistry. Yeah, sometimes it's just bad writing. I find that a lot in like shonen manga, because a lot of times in shonen manga or anime, the writers just don't know how to write women. So because of that, all the female characters are just super bland, really poorly written, and all the guys get like very strong, like I would say friendship writing, but the whole like developing friendship relationship between them just makes it feel like has way more weight than the whatever pairing that they tried to shove with one of the female leads at the end. Bill and Leona fighting throughout the Lion Guard event having his stitches. Yeah, they're just such polar opposites. The show was so dirty, it made me upset. Oh, you watched the beginning when I was younger and had such a good start. Oh, that's disappointing, especially when you're like, you stick around with a series only to see it kind of like get progressively worse as it goes along. And you're like, no, but I was so invested before. That's kind of like when I played the Zero Escape series, because I really enjoyed the Zero Escape series. I really love 999, and I also really liked Virtue's Last Reward. And then I got sad because I thought the third game would never come out, but it did. And I was like, oh, finally, you know, because the game was supposed to be a trilogy. So I'm like, finally, we're going to get some answers. You know, we're going to tie up the entire trilogy game. And the third game just was weird. I really enjoyed the first two games, and then the third game just kind of felt really strange. I was not. The story got kind of weird, I think, and I just did not. It just wasn't the same as the first two games, and it ended up ended in a weird way that I wasn't fully happy with. Try to watch that show with that damn pony head. That's a pony save you. I think it'd be a waste to dare finish, let alone watch it. Since it ended poorly. Oh, okay. That sucks. I never saw the series, but that sounds very, very unfortunate. Especially if it, like, yeah, started off strong before. But yeah, it's just a whole enemies, the levers thing. But that still does not excuse diabolic dirtbags, okay? I guess I'm gonna use that name aside from diabolic wife beaters. More toned down way, I'll say diabolic dirtbags. There is a. I feel like there's not even a fine line. There's a clear line between, like, all right, enemies to lovers, but like kind of rivals, but at least like they kind of respect each other. Diabolic dirtbags, there's no respect for the MC. They treat her like absolute shit. Maybe I need to play the game to really understand, but from all I see so far is that they just treat her really bad. They just treat her horribly. I was like, I don't see where the romance aspect is. Do they get better? Am I supposed to be like, oh yeah, he treats her badly, but you know, he can't get to a little bit better and doesn't call her names as much. You're welcome from Dahlbuck dirtbags. I'll alternate that between dirtbags and white beaters. Never go far into a shipping rabbit hole. First ray to a Phantom Swims. Yeah, like you don't want to start catering to like the loudest crowd. Basically, it will disappoint. Because it's all about the good writing, right? It's like, yeah, you want to make your audience to be happy, but you also want to make sure your story actually is good, actually makes sense. But then there's also the other side of things where sometimes fans make a better ending than the actual creator. There's been like, you know, when you have like people that are like, oh, I think this is how it will get. I think like these pairings make sense, but then the creator decides they're gonna like create the worst ending that just doesn't make anyone happy. I feel like that's been happening to some mangas. I mean, one being Bleach, because Little Bean tells me all about Bleach and how the ending absolutely sucked. So it seemed like no one liked the ending to Bleach, really. Like none of the pairings that made sense or that people really enjoyed actually came true, except for, you know, a handful of people probably. And I think Oshinoko has a really bad ending. I've been only watching the anime, but from what I hear, Oshinoko had a really shit ending that no one liked. Let's take half the ships from Twist. Plenty of them start rough for how they treat you, but mellow out. Yeah, you know, there's a difference between like, okay, you know, they get the rough treatment, but it's a difference between like, okay, they kind of are, you know, maybe a little antagonistic towards you, but they're not outright, you know, throwing them into pools and calling them bitch. If it makes shipping more enjoyable, something to be set at the side. Yeah. I don't think like the ship should be the main focus. In my Bleach ending compared to Naruto, I feel like honestly, I barely remember the ending to Naruto. All I know is my favorite character survived, and that's all I cared about. I didn't finish Oshinoko. Oshinoko sucks. Can they just remove that weird reincarnation thing? I think like I know people unhappy with the manga ending. I've been watching the anime, and like I think like as from an anime only perspective, I actually think it is like pretty like it's good, it's interesting. But I know like the ending apparently is not good. So I'm just here for the ride, but knowing that the ending might not be great. Let's go with the Leona starts out pretty rude to you. I don't think you got any retaliation. Yeah, you kept it all night to help with Azul. So it's you know, they got their payback in a way. A little bit of payback there. Using Leona as an example. Can be rude for first impressions. Yeah, he can be. He was like I mean, when you see him in the Herzbury anime, he literally like tried to like literally tried to kick Yuken in the face or something. So it was a bit of a rough introduction. They could have had a weird sibling dynamic too, even if it's not romanticized and treated seriously and portrayed as an ugly thing. Yeah, I think it's I guess like from the anime point of view, right now where we are, it's still like okay, fairly tame. But I think yeah, it kind of gets weird later on, and people are like, "What's happening?" And then yeah, no one liked the ending. No one liked the ending to that. Like I'm like, oh, that's right. I guess it's really hard to write an ending that pleases everyone nowadays. Yeah, I missed a lot. Oshinoko. Mostly the opening ending music. To be honest, all the opening and ending music for the Oshinoko has been like have been bangers. I mean like the amount of times Idol has been played in places like that song has like been all over. I think it was like all over Japan too, playing for like several weeks. So Idol was really like a good opening. Even this season's openings were really catchy. I really liked them, and I really liked the opening in season 2 as well. It had some good artists and just like some good songs. I do not like that Forsaken, so Idol is a good song. Yeah, because Yoasobi, it's Zol 2 actually. Our first true meeting, he takes our dorm. Yeah, we're like, it's more like, hey, we showed up to try and help our friends, and he's like, can I have your house? Actually, Twins 2 was our first genuine meeting, them kicking us out for Azul. I think like we tried to like meet Azul because, you know, A-Deuce and like a bunch of all the other students were getting dragged into the dorm. And we were like, all right, we need to help our friends. And then yeah, we ended up signing that contract with Azul. Yoasobi did the opening to Free Rent. Yeah, it did. Yeah. That's good. The ending for Free Rent was also really nice. I really liked the first ending. Remember that song? Also a gem. Yeah, a lot of good openings and endings. Absolute bangers. A part of me kind of wish that Wiz had some, you know, original opening and endings, but I'm like, okay, I guess they can get away with using Piece of My World and the dorm songs for the endings. I'm like, fine, you guys get away with that. I was hoping for additional ones. Also, by the end, I think Octa Gang's a little intimidated by you for lengths they rope in Leona. They were expecting us to pull Leona in and for Leona to agree to help us, so they underestimated you. By next book, we're all kicking sand together. Yeah, they're just like coming along into like Scarabia, just like having a sleepover. Wish you had more moments when they devised plans. Yeah, because you were like, it was like really proactive in book 3, and then it's just kind of all, we all got put in the sidelines after that. Or like the protesting Leona thing. Yeah. We were like, okay, we're gonna force him to help us. He does not have a choice. We are choosing this for him. Azul was there for Jamil's blood pressure. Yeah, we gotta get under Jamil's skin. It's like we can't save Scravia Dorm on our own, so we're gonna get in the guys that Jamil does not want to deal with. Probably one of the worst. It's perfect. Because literally, Azul is probably one of the last people he wanted to deal with. Don't worry, that's just flirting. Azul Jamil. Azul's so funny. He really does like gas up a bunch of like the other characters. Like he basically like praises Bill to the high heavens, and then also Jamil as well. just straight up being like, oh, like they're saying how amazing they are. Yeah, Grim too. Both you and Grim shouted and bang pants. Yeah, they spent the whole night. I think his throat was hurting the next day from all that shouting and all the noise. Finally finishing watching all your playthroughs of book 1 to 7. Yeah, I remember. I saw your comment on going through the books. Congrats, Nico. That was that's a lot of videos. I'm actually impressed. You got through all of them. Because it's funny, it's like all my playthroughs were pre-recorded before, and eventually before I started streaming. But it was really fun then to have people along for the ride. But I haven't checked my playlist. I haven't actually checked the organization of my playlist because I was like, I probably have so many hours of Mr. Wonderland content by now. Like some chapter updates are like 2 hours. Like 2 hours of content to go through. I mean, book 7 alone probably was like several hours worth of like story content. I think about how many streams it took. Book 7 must have been grueling. I recently finished it, yeah. I didn't know you had videos of those. Yeah, I do actually. Actually, let me check up on my... I haven't been checking my playlist recently. Let me take a quick look. Because I think I have, I was like, when did I actually... I'm pretty sure I have, like, almost all of the story content, including the events as well. Look at my videos. It was amazing you got some of the cards. That took me a long time to get. Sometimes I got good gacha luck. Most of the time it's bad. So... looking into my playlist. Yeah, I basically have... I literally have, like, the very first, like, initial, like, logging into EN server for the first time. And then I have books 1 to the prologue, book 7. I don't know if I can reorganize the order of it, but yeah, I literally have like book 7 is like 18 videos, book 6 is like 16 videos. Yeah, you can see how like all the videos kind of start getting really a lot. And then I think I have basically all the events as well. Harvested, Fairy Gala. Yeah, because I have Fairy Gala. Oh, I have Fairy Gala Remix. I think about it. Yeah, so I want to say I think I pretty much have like all of the twists, main story, and like all of the events as well. They're like kind of out of order when I look at them. I have to make sure I have all the events in here. like separate them out. Like all the Soomstep Wonderland, Lapis Rouge, Here for Christmas. Best book in my eyes though. Enjoying Octavian Dinosaur the most. Yeah, Octavian was fun. I'm biased though, but I did like Octavian a lot. Book 6 is actually really good in terms of like, I did not like the battles, but the story was interesting. I used to tune in for your summoning videos. Oh yeah, all my gacha pulls. I've been doing less gacha these days because it's been trying to get become free to play as much as possible. I do wish you became proactive in the story again. Yeah, I feel like book 7 was a good chance for them to really be proactive, and they kind of missed with that. But I have so much moments in book 8. I'm like, this is your chance. We've had so much potential. You lock in and rise. This is your chance, protag. I wish you would add playthrough of JP side. Oh. The problem with JP side is that like I can't really translate. Like it's I think a lot of people wouldn't be able to understand it unless I translate it, but like my Japanese isn't good enough to do translations of, so I don't ever record JP unless I'm doing gacha videos. I'll do like polls on the JP server, but for events, I kind of wait for it to come to EN, especially since EN is so caught up now. It's not long before we get like the actual Japanese event, except for Halloween. I guess we have to wait there. Actually, it's how to rate the books. It's not a bad one at all. Yeah, I would say though, if I had to rate the less, like the books in terms of ranking, and I would feel that Savannah Claw and Palm Fury are a little lower. I say that because Savannah Claw, it was short, but I feel like there could have been some more fleshing out, especially around Leona. And book 5, to be honest, I felt like a lot of book 5 felt like filler because we were going through an entire idol arc essentially. So a lot of the stuff kind of just like felt like filler in between. And comprehend 30-40% Japanese, but not enough. Yeah, it's like if I listen, because if I listen to them talk, I'm like, okay, I can kind of pick up stuff, but I'm not like bilingual, so I can't. Not enough full translation. You need to keep channel the energy, keeping Leona up. Yeah, we gotta get that you energy in there. I was hoping they would be more involved with Malleus. I'm waiting for 7.5. Oh yeah, we have, I guess like, yeah. I don't know when we'll get 7.5. I don't think it'll be that. It won't be too far off. So I only learn to know all of it to begin with because of immersion. Can't read a lick of Japanese. I can read katakana and hiragana, but kanji is it's some of it, not a lot. I understand enough Japanese. I can listen to it. It's been helpful in a lot of ways. Yeah, it's like, because I did like a semester of Japanese at my university before, but most of my Japanese just has come from me at least like studying hiragana and katakana and then like listening, because I used to listen to so many drama CDs, which like they used to be on Tumblr and SoundCloud. They used to have like kind of Otome-esque like drama scenario CDs, so you can listen to like different seiyus, or just like essentially it's like audio roleplay in a sense, and I liked listening to those, and I had a lot of like, I guess, Japanese immersion that way. Of course, like watching anime and stuff, and listening to music. But I didn't really, I think there's still a a lot of grammar structure I haven't formally studied. Still need to practice reading. I feel like a Japanese teacher would be better. Yeah, I think like for me, I've learned reading through trying to read like doujins and like fan art on Pixiv. So I'll be like, oh, I want to read what they're saying. So I was like, I'll try to learn that way. Definitely could be closer to fluency, and I think that's good though. I think it's like immersion is important for learning the language and being able to like keep understanding it. I haven't had much speaking practice. That's the thing, because I'm like, there's no one like around me that I can really speak Japanese to. So I haven't had really any chance to practice like speaking in Japanese. So I'm just kind of like just doing a lot more listening and reading. I promise I'll one day finish book 6. Thinking of it during a lunch break, but lately been taking naps. Naps are nice too. It's good to be able, if you are able to be able to take midday naps. I feel that a lot. Where like, especially if I eat lunch, I have to be careful not to eat too many carbs at lunch, because I feel like when I do, I get really sleepy after, and then I'm like not productive at all. Like I just want to take naps at work on my lunch break. And book 7, yeah, books 6 and 7 are very long, so gotta take your time to get through them, because they are quite a doozy. I saw people practice through speaking to others on VR chat, but yeah, I mean that is one way of doing it. But at the same time, I like anything goes in VR chat, so like it's like it may be like a coin toss in terms of who you encounter, I would think. But it is hard. You have to find other speakers, people who are gonna want to like sit down and talk with you, even if it's like online, just for like language learning. I used to practice Japanese raw anime, sometimes watching Japanese, you know. Some fan subs back in the day has nice notes for Japanese learners. It covers the screen. Yeah, it was nice, like having like the fan subs and then the little like asterisks in terms of like trying to explain the joke, or you know, the pun, like any puns or wordplay that was happening in the series. But it would cover the screen. Yeah. It'd be like, okay, we're gonna explain this thing, but we had to provide like an entire on-screen explanation. I was actually watching the newest season for Jujutsu Kaisen, and an episode, I forget, we were on like episode 2. I was watching episode 2 where they were explaining the rules of the culling game, and oh my god, there was so much text. It was just like they're explaining the culling game, and they're like, all this text is showing up on screen, and there's even more text on like in the actual show itself because they're explaining this. And I'm like, I still don't get the rules. I can't read this fast. There's so many words on the screen because they're trying to translate everything, and it was I still don't understand the rules of the culling game. I have to look it up. Japanese media is pretty good. Anime solid. Not too accurate, yeah, for courtesy or polite. But still kind of like gets you through like the like standard, like at least like casual conversation, standard stuff. You know, we modern subs or partaken dubs. You know enough Japanese, they can skip that. Yeah, that's good at least. Being able to at least be able to watch it without any subs. But like I had to, yeah, I had to watch the like read subs, and it was really difficult for some animes when there's like a lot of explanation happening, and I'm like, okay, it's like I gotta absorb this information somehow. But it also depends what kind of series you are working with. I think Twist, in terms of difficulty, I mean, it's not super easy Japanese, but there is a lot of English in Twist that you kind of get away with. But like for, yeah, some other series though, it's like too hard for me to understand. I'm like, okay, it's like either really, really old archaic speak, or it's like they're saying a lot of words I don't understand. A lot of mistranslations in official subs. I miss when fan subs, yeah. I find too, like a lot of the subs, you know, even for things like One-san or like Oni-san, they'll sometimes translate it as like Miss or like Mr. instead of just saying Oni-san. But I feel like it just doesn't fully convey it, I find. Like, yeah, like, hey you, that like Oni-san over there, you know, like saying like, oh hey, that Mr. over there. I don't know, it just doesn't have the same feel to it. There's such important stuff in JP that English misses out on. Yeah. Like how Idia calls everyone name cheat. Yeah. Which uses a very archaic form of address, which is kind of funny because I'm like like, Idia, why are you using she for everyone? So it does I'm like, I guess it's part of the otaku speak, but it's kind of funny that way. That's a problem, right? On a Riftwix, it's really hard to capture that, translate that into English, even though it is an important way of how people address each other. Riddle, when he was overblotted, he demanded to be called Riddle-sama instead of Housewarding Riddle. But English didn't make up. Yeah. It's like how will you translate that? It's like, don't call me Housewarden Riddle, call me Lord Riddle. Which just seems really doesn't seem right. Houseward, even Lord would make more sense than that. I guess like like address me as Lord Riddle. I'm like, yeah. Perhaps. I just remember like when the decision to call them house warden instead of dorm leader was like a little bit of a kerfuffle there. Or the king. Yeah, because of the queen. Yeah, probably highness if we want to be more, they want to be more neutral on the address. But yeah, it's interesting because I just remember it's like, oh, we call them dorm leaders, and they're like, actually, they're called house wardens. And we're like, what? House wardens? But we've been calling them dorm leaders for like a year or two. And it's like, yeah, some of the, I guess, localization choices, but yeah, house warden was certainly a choice. And then like also like the whole like, you know, signature spell versus unique magic. Like, oh, wow, okay, we want. It's like there isn't really much of a difference whether you want to call it unique magic, or they're like, nah, signature spell. Little detail too, how they can catch out how Lilia uses washi on himself, which is our old man. It's hard too with yeah, using the like watashi, atashi, ore, boku, all those nuances. I think there's different types of English subtitles depending on who's doing English translations. Yeah, because I've been watching the Disney Plus version of it, and Iya saying "sesha," which is something samurais refer to themselves as. Yeah, because like how would you translate this? It's like I, thou. King riddle could work. If I recall, it's fair to address a king or queen by their name. You're beneath them. I think, yeah, that's why it's always like your highness or your majesty. It's hard because, like, yeah, English doesn't really have that structure in place. So it's like, how do you translate that without it being like sounding very awkward or overly forced? Because, like, yeah, it's hard to also reflect the way characters speak, right? In English, though I think they've like tried to balance it out because some of the twist characters use more like older like English talk, and then another half of them are using like modern slang. So even like, yeah, the language they use. I mean, like, overall, I think the English for twist is still like still pretty good. Because they are really just trying to, you know, localize it instead of being like, okay, and then, you know, we gotta add like little, we can't really add little translator notes. This. And there's Rook. Rook and all his French. Which, like, one of the French was actually incorrect, and but they corrected it. I think it was before, I remember at one point Rook's nickname for Idia was like Roi de Roi de ta chambre. So like the, yeah, for Idia it's like, oh, it's translated to like king of his chambers. I think that's the intent, right? They want to call him like, oh, the king of his chambers because he never leaves his room. So Roi de ta chambre. But the way I think the French was translated was saying king of your room. So he's not saying king of Idia's room, he's referring it as king of your room. So Idia's not in his room, he's in your room. And I think they actually corrected that French later on in Ian's side, so that is like Roi de sa chambre and like king of his chambers, his room, and not your room. Which is just really funny. Can you imagine? It's like, oh hey, it's the lord of your room. When will season book 2 of anime coming? I don't know. I'm hoping we haven't heard anything new. We just got teasers, but hopefully it's not too far off. Yeah, I'm not fluent in French. I had an inkling somewhere off. King of shut-ins. Yeah, well, you're the, you know, you're the king of your abode, of your room. Oh, season 3. I need to see Azul meowing at it now. I'll be so biased for season 3. I'll be like, yes, I gotta watch season 3 for all my boys. Idia in my room, he'll lose his mind. I hardly have any tech. Yeah, weird. Hey, gotta make sure he's got snacks and Wi-Fi. Bare minimal. Alice would fancy your room instead. I mean, Malleus shows up outside our dorm. I don't think he's ever been inside our dorm, actually. Maybe just like once at the end of book 7. There's just dust in hidden corners. Just for Malleus. Don't tell Dragon. Like, where can you can't even put Malleus anywhere. Malleus is so tall. He's like, you try to put him in the corner, he still like takes up a lot of space from his presence alone. Yeah, Rook's French is fun. But it's just like, some of the choices are interesting because sometimes he will say words in French in like Japanese, but then the English translation uses a different French word instead. I'm like, oh, okay. Huh. Heaven forbid you takes up Lilia's request to invite Malleus out more. Yeah, you know, maybe we don't want to go out. Maybe we want to have like a stay in Like, invite him over. I'm sure there's enough room at Ramshackle. We got like multiple rooms. We've even got a guest room. It's got 2 floors. I'm sure we can make room for him somewhere. And I only have my phone, kind of old computer, but tablet. At least you still have a computer and tablet. I mean, with all of my streaming setup, I basically got like... Basically have like my PC with like 2 monitors, like my work laptop. I got like 2 sets of keyboards. Because I work at my desk too, so I'm like switching between them. I don't actually own a tablet though. I was thinking of getting one at some point, but I just like never had a specific use for a tablet that my phone couldn't do. Hear him an idea. Socializing. Like, yes. Having to interact with strangers. To sleep in a bathtub. That'd be so uncomfortable. Yeah. I was like, especially with like Malleus and Adia, they have such long legs. I can't imagine the bathtub would be comfy. I only just got a tablet. It was a gift for myself for Christmas. Oh, it took me years to get one. Or finally settled on it. Ooh, that's exciting though. Especially it's just like, yeah, it's because tablets aren't... It takes a while to save up. I got myself a drawing tablet a while back, and yeah, it was quite a hefty price. So because I've been using a really old Wacom tablet for a long time. Like I was using a tablet that doesn't have like the screen on it. It was basically from a decade ago, and so I wanted to get a drawing tablet that would actually allow me to draw on the screen, so like a screen tablet. And then I finally found one that was like decent, but yeah, it cost it was actually pretty expensive. So I can use that then to draw. But funny thing is, I was expecting to be like, oh, I'll get the screen tablet and it'll force me to draw more, but then I end up not really drawing as much as I thought I would. Like I've drawn some stuff, but I think it's just the time. It's hard for me to find time to just sit down and just draw. Especially when drawing an art is a marathon, right? Not supposed to be like instantly good at it, but I like to draw stuff. I'm like, oh my god, this is so bad. And then it gets tucked away. I had the money saved up. Couldn't decide on one. Oh, okay. I had to stop making art for a long time because of depression. Been gotcha help with that. Yeah, that's good though. I'm glad that you managed to get out, pull yourself out of that. That would have been a rough time, so good on you. My new tablet was Christmas gift, and now I can continue playing through some Wonderland. Yeah, you know what's funny? I was the only reason why I'm debating a tablet now, when I have also been like putting it off for a long time, is that if I want to play Love in Deep Space, I need enough space for the game. So I honestly would just get a tablet so I can play more mobile games on it. But then that would open up another world of problems, because you see, the more games I download, the more games I'm gonna play, and like I know I do not have enough time to play all these games. Thanks, Realist Gotcha is doing more harm than good. Yeah, it's good though that you know, we're conscious of it and made an effort, a decision. Just like let go of it, because it does, like, yeah, it can be pretty rough, because like I think of the gacha games, I think like gachas I spent money on are probably like, I think it's only really FGO and Twist that I've spent money for gachas. Genshin maybe just once because I wanted a specific character. But overall, it's like I've at least managed to force myself to be a free-to-play for the most part. It has been hard at times though, especially when I want really specific cards or banners or like characters that come out. But I think like slowly over time I've like started to accept not being able to pull on everything I want. You know, less of that feeling of like FOMO. And just being like, okay, if I don't get the card, then like c'est la vie. That's it. You know, I will come to terms with it. Because it's like I do like, even with, you know, the extra whatever cash I could put aside for it. Like I had like recently I've had like a lot of stuff I need to save up for, so I'm like, I can't justify gacha now. It's like I want to spend more to pull on the characters I like, but I can't really justify this because I'm putting it towards other things. First year of free games to play casually, especially when the gaming market really wasn't looking good. But yeah, that's the hard part I found for a lot of gachas. Like, I don't really like grinding. I really dislike grinding in games. Like, I'm a really lazy gamer. I like stories and characters, but I really don't like putting in repetitive work. Farming sims are a different story, but yeah, I just like, sometimes with Twist too, I'm just like too lazy to just open my app and try to do my weeklies because I'm just doing the same thing all the time. I got burned out before, do chores and FOMO Genshin. Yeah. It was wild because I was kind of behind on Genshin and then Fontaine got released, and when Fontaine got released I was like, okay, I'm invested in this. I want to like complete like Fontaine, you know. I like this region and I want to like do as much of it. So at one point when Fontaine was like newly released, I had like 100% completed that region. Like I had cleared that entire map of all the chests and all of the like inoculies or whatever. So I had 100% completed Fontaine. And then, you know, they released more. They like expanded the map, added more stuff to it, and then I couldn't keep up. And I was like, well, it was great while it lasted, but I'm not gonna keep trying to 100% this. Oh my god, it takes so much time. If I do, I'll get rid of the gacha games. Yeah, I stopped playing FGO because the story and combat just got too long for me. My best not to spend. I think the most you've done are monthly passes. Yeah, I think monthly passes are just kind of like, okay, you know, at least you can get the low rewards, but it's not like taking up too much. Hey, burning what amounted to days and grinding for one character only for that currency to quickly disappear. Yeah, it does suck so much when you lose 50-50. You're like, okay, I'm gonna save up, pull for this character, and then you don't get them. Or like you hit pity and like you don't get it. I remember, I think for one of the Tweel's birthdays, I think I didn't get Jade as like birthday card for, I forget which year it was. It was before Platinum Jacket. Maybe it was the Broom K series, maybe it was before that. But anyways, I pulled on Jade's birthday banner and did not get him. And I was so like I was so mad and upset that I just like went out for a run. I was like, I am so mad right now. I need to go outside and start running. So I just went for a jog. After that, pulling on that banner, just to take out all my frustrations. But yeah, gacha games can be really predatory. It is like upsetting when you don't get what you wanted. Especially when you worked for it, you know? You're like, okay, you grind, you're trying not to spend money, you do your best. Yeah, I felt really down when that happened in my game time. I think you guys just are asking yourself why you were doing it. Getting someone to quit the game is hard though. Yeah, it's because you're invested, right? You put in so much time and effort into, you know, playing this game. You're like you're personally invested in it. So then you're like, so it's hard to let go. Like, even though I don't play FGO anymore, the app is still on my phone. Because like, I just couldn't bring myself to actually uninstall it, even though I haven't played in like years. I'm just like, maybe, you know, maybe someday I'll go back to playing FGO. And so it's been sitting there, even though I haven't touched it in such a long time. Yeah, rage running. I think I've done that like a couple times. This is like where I was like, yeah, okay, this gacha is BS. I'm just go outside and start running, or like before I start crashing out. Yeah, before I let it quit gacha, and then he pulls for at least 6 months. Yeah, the FOMO is hard. Especially when you're like, okay, gotta do all your dailies, but then you're like, if every single gacha game has dailies in it, it does become a job. It feels like a job. You're like, alright, I gotta log in, I gotta do all the stuff, and you gotta do it every day, and then it literally becomes a chore. And you're like, this isn't fun. This is not bringing me joy. This is not sparking joy. And then, yeah, it is good to be able to step back and ask yourself if you're still enjoying yourself. Get what motivated me? We just had just do it moment? Sometimes it's just like that. Sometimes it's literally one decision or one moment that you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna do it. And then you just literally do it. Funny enough, that is how I got started as a VTuber. Cause back in, you know, 2020, I remember like when HoloLive EN was first introduced, and then I saw Mori Calliope on a Trash Taste podcast. He was there and talk about VTubing, and then this was like VTuber, like the VTubers are starting to become a thing. That year, right? Especially English VTubers, because we didn't really have official, like, there was actually like, you know, a English agency for VTubers. So like VTubers are starting to become popular. I mean, COVID also hit, so people were watching like content creators because there's nothing else to do. So I remember being like, huh, this seems interesting. You know, like maybe I should, you know, start a YouTube channel. That year, Twist also came out, so I was like playing Twisted Wonderland. And I was like, oh, this is like, I really enjoy playing Twist. It's like, it's so fun. And then afterwards, I'm like, Twist is still only on JP, so there isn't like this. The fandom is still really small because the game's only available in Japanese. So there wasn't really a lot of content aside from people that were, you know, like translating the game so that we could actually read the story. So at one point, I'm like, maybe I should just start making Twist content. Like, there isn't really anyone else doing it right now, so it's like, how else am I going to be able to spread the word of Twist and find other people if I don't rate something? And I think I was like sitting outside at one point. It was something like during the summer, I think. So sometime during the summer, I was like sitting outside, and then I was like, I'm gonna become a VTuber. I'm going to become a VTuber. I'm going to learn how to draw and rig my own model, and I'm going to become a VTuber. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel with my VTuber model. And like that was it. That's how Koa started. That's how Koa began. I was like, yep, I'm gonna become a VTuber. I'm going to make content on Twisted Wonderland. Recall seeing a video analysis, the thought behind FOMO, making you retrieve free stuff daily in the shop to familiarize. Yeah, everything is designed like it's. I mean, it happens in IRL too, right? The way like IKEA is set up, and the way it's kind of like, you know, the way Disneyland is set up in terms of directing the traffic of people, and just like how casinos don't have clocks inside because they don't want you to know how long you've been there. Uninstalling Holio Play was a pain. You had to do a thorough cleaning. Yeah, I guess they don't make it easy, but you did it. Surprise gotcha companies hire psychologists. Like how with actual casinos? Yeah, there's like whole like science, mathematics behind just like casino and gambling in general. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Like casinos are designed in a very specific way. It's fascinating though to read on, but also kind of scary. Koa lore drop, yeah. A while back. Making a model always sounds foreign, so good. Yeah, there's not a lot of Western careers. Yeah, you think about, yeah, like 5 years back, whereas it's like, man, it's like it's hard to find twist content in general. Though now, you know, after all this time, we definitely got a lot more people in. There's more twist content creators now out there. I see new people that kind of join, so it's kind of cool. Seeing that develop, it's like I was the first one, or one of the first ones to arrive on this dirt patch, and I've seen it now grow into like a metropolis. But yeah, I mean, it's funny because I actually made this model in 2 weeks. I downloaded Live 2D, like the Live 2D maker, and I basically had to learn how to rig a model in 2 weeks because I was on vacation from school and I wanted to use the free trial, so I only had like 30 days to use the free trial, so I'm like, I need to rig this model. So I spent 1 week drawing it and then another week rigging it. So I'm still kind of jank in a lot of places. Looking to upgrade though. Yeah, psychologists is hired to keep people thinking they could get lucky. It's just like with lottery, you know, the way lottery system works too, and the numbers that get generated, there is a whole mathematical formula. Also, why I quit live service games, not just gacha. Yeah. Because like at the end of the day, they just want people to keep playing, right? Oh, it's like Project Sekai. Watch a fandom grow for both. Yeah, because I think when Project Sekai was first announced, it's kind of quiet, but then now I kind of see like secondhand information on my feed for it. 5D 2D maker, say that's sub-based. Yeah, so when you download like the whatever Live 2D Cubism, whatever it's called, it's like free trial for 30 days, and then yeah, you pay a monthly subscription. And I'm like, I'm broke, I don't want to pay for it, so I guess I just have to learn how to do things in like 2 weeks. It did start off popular, way more than Twist, but yeah, it felt relatively silent back then. Yeah, I think the one thing that Project Sekai had going for it is like people were familiar with Vocaloid because Vocaloid had been around for a long time. So that, but you know, now it's kind of grown since then. Now it's everywhere. For me, I knew of it because I was like, I listened to a lot of Vocaloid songs. I was like, oh hey, it's like Miku and you know the Vocaloid peeps. Play Warframe, and Twist and Go. Yeah, it's being able to limit to a handful of games you play. Like, I've tried out a lot of different games because I also like introducing people to like different games out there, especially of the Otome and Jose Muke category. So it's like I played a bit of What in Hell is Bad. I've played Love in Deep Space. I tried out Valkyrie Hearts. So the only one I haven't tried is Tokyo Debunker, I think. And Obey Me. Funny enough, I never actually ended up playing Obey Me because I went down the Twisted Wonderland rabbit hole. Yeah, that's Sega's involvement. Yeah, Sega. Oh, Project Sekai. Yeah, Project Sekai. Actually, I feel like I probably would have liked Project Sekai, to be honest. I do like rhythm games. I do like Vocaloid. What is your avatar you're using? Oh, do you mean like... You mean my current look on screen, Neko? Or you mean someone else's like profile avatar? Because the one I'm using, the one the Koa you see before you is Koa. Like, I have this is the look I have, and one that I put together. So, like, drawn and rigged, but I am looking to upgrade. Trying to focus on, like, for now. You freed up a lot of time. You hope to work in your Steam library. Ah, yeah. I have so many demos downloaded on my Steam library. I think so far, I had a lot of Yakuza games I still have to play through. I bought them on sale and then have gone through it. Death Stranding is on. Wow, Death Stranding is $10. That's pretty crazy. Because it is originally on PS5, right? Or PS4. Well, I'm playing Tokyo Debunker. Okay, yeah, I know. Some people were talking about Tokyo Debunker, but I wasn't sure. Like, it's funny because there are people that play Tokyo Debunker, but I never see like stuff of Tokyo Debunker. Like, I don't have any spoilers of Tokyo Debunker or any like kind of, I don't know any characters from it, so it's just like it never just crosses my path. But even though I'm like, okay, I see ads for it and I know people play it. Oh yes, my avatar. Yes. So yes. So I'm just simply Koa. I got my business outfit, my purple hair, my horns and my fangs. So I'm simply me. So I'm not based off of an existing character. That's what you mean. So I'm not based on any existing other anime characters here. Oh, your friend plays Tokyo a lot. Okay, I was surprised. So my friend to get instead of the $10 battle pass at Enfield saved her a better deal. Yeah, you can get Death Stranding instead. How long is Death Stranding actually? How long is that gameplay? It's one of those like several hours long. Where it feels extremely hidden and concealed. Yeah, I'm like, cause I've had talked to someone. I have talked to someone who played Tokyo Debunker, and like she was explaining it to me, and I was so confused because I'm like, wait, so it's not like a horror game? Like the ads are lying to me? Like what do you there's are there guilds? Rankings? Like somehow I have not I don't even know what the gameplay is like. Oh, actually, we know there's a lot exploring. It's called, yeah, I hear of Death Stranding being called like a walking simulator, which I'm like, okay, I guess you just a lot of walking, and I guess. I'm just looking this up. Apparently, Death Stranding is about 40.5 hours. Wow. I mean, 40 hours to complete the main story. Like, that's about like RPG length, you know? Like half the length of a Persona game, but like still a chunk of time. That's like Expedition 33 kind of number of hours if you're doing it like going through every side quest. So it still takes a bit, I guess. Something like that. It's funny because I'm like 40 hours sounds like a lot, but I know I've sunk in so many hours into games that I've spent longer on than that. You look so pretty and adorable, Koa. Oh, thank you, Neko. Now I feel all bashful. But you sometimes construct your exploring like zip lines. Ooh. Fawcett Harbor type of game. They always advertise some freezing family on the brink of death. Yeah, I was so confused. I was like, wait, what do you mean the gameplay is not like that? And what is the gameplay? That's strictly focusing on the main story. Yeah, only main story like 40 hours. Yes, you add the Tokyo to bunker line to every. I'm like, why would you have such misleading ads? If Tokyo Debunker is not like that, then what is it actually? What is Tokyo Debunker? I feel like the elders probably know more than me because even I don't know what Tokyo Debunker is. All I know is that it's got a bunch of guys in it. It's a 2D anime game. It's on mobile. And like it's, I guess you're like, there's characters in the game, and I think it also takes place at an academy. Like the ads tell me I'm supposed to like solve supernatural cases, but apparently that's not it. Right, we all definitely put in 40 hours into Genshin, yeah. If I think about the number of hours I put into Twist, like I should probably like even just check like my game, like my Twisted Wonderland EN playthrough playlist. Actually, I'm curious. I'm gonna take a look at it. I want to look it through my actual playlist on my channel because I have 68 videos for Twisted Wonderland for just my gameplay of it. If I tossed everything into here, I think I didn't organize some of my stuff. Like Beans Fest is randomly in here, Urigala, Phantom Bride. Okay, so I actually have a lot more Twist events, but I kind of tossed them all into just one playlist, I guess. I forgot about it. Oops. But I'm like, will YouTube tell me the number of hours in my playlist? Because it tells me like the number of videos, but it doesn't tell me the length of it. Because I'm actually curious. I'm like, man, it's gotta be so many hours put into Twist alone. There's a lot like Harry Potter and Twist. We get stranded in some whack academy and it's a gacha game. Magical aspects, wherever, don't remember much of it. Yeah, I said the G word. Yeah, everything's a gacha, to be honest. I did give playing it a shot for a hot minute. Can't confirm it's the same gacha game or not. Oh, yeah, I didn't end up downloading it. Oh, okay, so you solve cases and you, the MC that's female, got cursed. And you have a year to find a cure. Oh, okay, and the guys are hot. That's all we need to know. What's that? Magic Academy? Hot guys? We're cursed? Okay. That doesn't sound too far from Twist, to be honest, just by that synopsis alone. Though I know there's gotta be more to it than that. Like, we're just like kind of simplifying it. We know there's definitely more than that. I was like, with the bunker. Yeah, because I was like, man, it's one of those like people play it, but then I never see merch of it. I never see fan art of it on like my feeds. I'm like, do you collect cards? I guess. Just like, ah, yes, I'm just gonna collect cards as this one guy. Not like a gameplay. But it's gotta be a gacha, so I assume you pull for cards. Something. Something tells me that game will hit the first anniversary and MC will still be cursed. Yeah, when you, it's like, I don't see fan art, I don't see fan edits, like, you know, no like videos, no AMVs, no TikToks, like where it's so weird. It's one of those like, it's so niche. Somehow it's like tucked into a niche of its own. It's okay. Yes, you pick hot guy in his dorm to save too. I'm like, is this Otome or Jose Muke? Because I feel like everything seems to be a veilly disguised Otome nowadays. They're like, we can't make it full-blown Otome. We just have all these ikemen and like we're just gonna bait you. I don't think of it. I never heard of it. I think for me, I first heard of it because I was on Tumblr and like Tokyo Debunker ads were like polluting all of like my Tumblr. Like I just would scroll and I'm like, why do I see so many ads of Tokyo Debunker? It's been a while since I've been on Tumblr, but like when I was scrolling through it before, I just saw a lot of ads for it. I only came across that game from randomly wandering around in the App Store. Yeah, you just find random stuff. I mean, hey, I managed to find whatever My Beloved Star, right? I just sometimes I find information on like new Jose Muke games, and I'm like, oh, what's that? Lots of ikemen in the game targeted towards women. All right, I'm gonna be there, guys. I'm gonna be lining up. Yes, it does look like this in Wonderland too. You'll never be him. You'll never replace Twist. May as well make it Otome. Women like lads, but then again, you had to quit Wua. Yeah, due to the lack of men. Not because I want them whispering in my damn ear. Yeah, we just need more. It's just lack of guys in gachas in general. I am still keeping a very close eye on Reign of Nightfall, but I'm also very hesitant because I'm just like, all the trailers for Reign of Nightfall have looked so good, the art looks so good, the music sounds good. It's kind of like they took Reverse 1999 but made it targeted towards like I guess I wouldn't say females, but I guess more so, because I don't know, Reverse 1999 is not more targeted towards like lesbians. But anyways, everything looks so good at that game. I am really hoping it's getting a global release and that the gameplay will be actually good, because if that game drops and the gameplay sucks, I'll actually cry, because I've been looking forward to this so much. I'm like, please be a good game with good story and good gameplay. I wouldn't be surprised based off twists and projects that guy do. They have dorms you're assigned to. Everyone loves dorms, right? They're curious to make Mizuki, Kamishiro. Oh my god. In some ways I appreciate Twist not being Otome. Then the story focused too much on MC. How a lot of gacha glaze the MC. Yeah, but it's funny because I feel like that only happens for males. Like, guys just really like the, like, whatever power leveling, like, I'm super strong OP, everyone glaze the hell out of me sort of type games. But I feel like there's actually very few Otomes where everyone's like, oh my god, MC, you're the best. I feel like it never happens. I love Reverse 1999. Yeah, I feel like you never get into it. There's too much stuff. I like this. Honestly, though, I really like the soundtrack. I like the songs in Reverse 1999 and the art. I like those. Sorry, what game? Reign of Nightfall. I gotta show you guys a trailer, I swear. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. Cause I gotta hype this up. I'm like too excited for it. I'm like, I need to talk about this with others, even though I'd be so sad if it sucks. Don't know how to on. Let me exit out of this game first. Goodbye, Herzbury Curse. With actors and character designs are wonderful, and a good plot. Well, that's good. You like reverse 1999s and shy about accents. Yeah, I was like, I like listening to the accents in the games. I have a feeling mixing Otome gacha could cause glazing. Gotta sell those guys. Lots of experiment, I guess, but like they don't really like hype up the MC. I feel like MC has her own thing, but they're not constantly being like, oh my god, like MC is the best thing ever. Gonna save all of us. Alright, the game with the redhead MC? Yeah. Alright, let me see if I can find the latest PV for it. I'm just gonna get ads.
Canadian Tire. Proud partner.
Fun. Other green. I figure out the controls here. Okay. It's the Igor fan art. Almost got me, but no, not again. Okay. Right.
Canada.
Watch this trailer with me. It's so cool.
È l'ombra di questo mondo, dove si celano i desideri degli ombrosi. E ora
I feel sick.
What?
It's everywhere! Leave it to me. My blades will clear the path for you.
Who dares defy mine? Any last words?
greed, sloth, gluttony, envy, pride, wrath, and lust.
Grasp it and be its master.
And now, you belong to the Shadow Realm.
Okay, that's just a beta test. That's not the actual release date. That's not the actual release date. I got excited for a moment too, but no, that's they're doing the a public beta test in China for this mobile game. But yeah, no, I like the music. I was like, everything just about it was like, yes, it's peak. It does give me a bit of reverse 1999. The music is really good, and like the art looks really good, and the voice acting. There's actually like been a couple of like Italian in the game, which I was surprised about. And there's like, they use English voices, which is interesting because I'm like, this game is, all I know is it's getting released in China. There's no global release date at all, but like they have English like voice acting in it. So there is like English like voices, but it just doesn't have a unknown for a global release date. And yeah, it's like they have a couple guys that like look really good. I was like, no, they I'm trying to find where their official site is, because their official site looks really good. I'm like, where is their official site? It's not Otome though, apparently. It's like a Josei Muke. Yeah, I'm like, weird. Open. Public beta. Anyways, there's a Reddit page for it. Cool. Anyways, yeah. I don't know. They have a site. I can't find the site right now. Gotta figure out where it is. Yeah, I can actually find it. But yeah, I actually will be so upset. Is if I was like, everything about this game looks so good. If the gameplay is actually ass or the story is actually not great, I would be so upset. Because I've been like, oh yeah, like the female lead does like look really pretty. She's cool. She is a mafia boss. Like literally her title is just called boss. What they call her. So I'm just like, everything just looks nice. It's all in Chinese right now, so I don't know. Can't read the rest of it. But anyways, yeah. But yeah, people are saying how it kind of feels like reverse 1999 a bit. Oh, keep me saying the title. It's actually yeah, let me can I go maybe actually go at home. Reign of hope I spelled this right. Actually I just spelled it incorrectly. Reign of Knife, whatever, like R-E-I-G-O. Hopefully I spelled that correctly. I think that is. Reign of Nightfall, what it's called. It used to be called Project Bang Bang. That was like its placeholder name, Project Bang Bang, but now it's officially called Reign of Nightfall. There's actually been other gacha games that look good. Like, it's actually crazy because there was a gothic one that came out. I don't remember the name for it was Blood and something. Here what it's called. Silver and Blood, yes. So there was a game called Silver and Blood that has like a more gothic style, which I really like for the art. And then there actually is, of course there's more gacha games coming out, so it's pretty bad, but at the same time it's actually crazy the amount of like Chinese like gacha PC mobile games they're getting released. Because Silver Palace is like a Victorian setting one that is going to be released. There is another one, I think like Lord of Mysteries is getting its own like open world game as well or something. So explains the results I did get. Yeah, the art reminds you. Yeah, 1999. Silver Palace is about to be my guess. So yeah, there's Silver Palace. And there's yeah, Silver and Blood was. I think what piqued my interest in Silver and Blood was that in one of the trailers it was narrated by Zhong Li's English voice actor, and I really like his voice. So I was like, he sounds so familiar, this has to be him. So I think he was Dracula. He was narrating as Dracula, but I actually don't know if he's playable in the game. So it's like the art looked really nice though. Lord of Mysteries. Wasn't that anime? Yeah, but I think they are getting like a what is it? Yeah, there is a Lord of Mysteries RPG game that is being developed. And well, Lord of Mysteries Spark Nexa. You can see what it's called. Yeah, so they're getting an RPG game. Which I'm like, oh wow, okay. It's developed in like Unreal Engine 5, so it's got that kind of 3D, like more realistic look to it. Yeah, I guess it was I thought it was an anime and novel. So I was like, whoa, they're creating an entire MMORPG for it. So it's like, yeah, there's just other stuff coming down the pipeline. I know there's also another Idol game that's gonna be coming out, or like featuring like Idol boys or something. So there's just like a bunch of stuff. It's almost like every time I'm like, man, it's like I will, you know, take breaks from gacha or wherever, but there's so many temptations to get released. But yeah, everything's a goddamn gacha. If it's not a gacha, it's an MMORPG. I'm like, I really don't have time to play either, but they look really pretty, so I'm like, temptation is there. But yeah, Rain and Nightfall is still my top. I'm definitely keeping my eye out on that one. Everything else is like, unless there's like a really strong Otome or Jose Muke presence, then I'm just like, not, I won't be as interested. I gotta be more, I gotta be more picky, you know? I'm picky on the games I play, but I gotta invest my time in it. It better be good. But yeah, a bunch of stuff that is going to come out. I'm just keeping my eye on all the things. See then. Yeah, in any case, yeah, well, went on a little side tangent there. It's always fun, isn't it? Like, we play games for an hour and then chat for like 2 hours, but it's because I lose track of time just chatting with you guys. But I think I will call it a night for today. I'm actually not going to be streaming next week because I'll be away. I'm on a business trip, so I won't be at my PC. So no streams next week. I still gotta remember to pull for Idiot's Gacha, his clubwear before I forget, before I leave. So we'll see you then. They have official artwork for RO, and then the guys have their shirts wide open. Yeah, it's not Otome, I feel for the girls. It's just such a tease. That's fun, Koa. Thank you for a live stream. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Yeah, it was fun. We survived. Got a taste of the Herzbury Curse, which I actually would love to play the full game when it does come out. Good luck on the business trip. Yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah, hope you all enjoyed. It was great chatting with you all. But I will catch up with you guys later on. And yeah, good luck in all your gacha pulls, and also good luck in just your everyday lives. Even if you're not gacha pulling, just in your everyday endeavors. At least RON has men, yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Neko, as well. Alright. Night for now then. Wolfgang, Medic, Neko, I will catch you all later on. It's Koa Miyo, clocking out for the night. Take care. Bye bye.